Hello and welcome back to Poll for Initiative, the tabletop role-playing stream where the audience influences the story. I, of course, am Ben, or Benjamin, as I'm known on the internet, and with me I have Seth, otherwise known as NB Banshee, who'll be serving today as your dungeon master. Go ahead and say hi to everyone, Seth.
Everyone, Chef. Hello. Sorry. How's
Did I cheat you up with my voice?
how's everyone doing today? Welcome to Pull for Initiative. Thank you all for being here. Welcome back. I know it's been a little while. We've, we had a little bit of a break. Thank you for bearing with me. I've been going through a little bit of a time recently, but I'm good. And then last week was my birthday, so I'm not gonna stream on my birthday, unfortunately. But I hope all of you had a really good end of the month, and I hope all of you had really good food and a good May. So, and I hope that you're all ready to play D&D, because I certainly am ready to do that.
And I hope you're all having a good start to Pride Month.
True. Slay. Gay. What's that thing? Hi, gay.
What?
It's a... never mind.
Hi, gay?
It's a meme. It's you don't watch... Ben doesn't know about drag queens. It's fine.
What? What do you mean you've never been to a drag show?
Well, yeah, but it's a...
You just watch Katya on TikTok.
Yeah, it's a Trixie and Katya thing.
Yeah, so you get them on TikTok. That's different.
Well,
I get gay gym talks,
I mean,
okay?
I've seen their seasons of RuPaul's Drag Race as well, but regardless, that's not what this is about. Happy Pride Month, everyone. If you're gay, good for you. It's better than being straight. And if you're straight, I'm really sorry.
If you're straight, you're on thin ice.
Rest in peace.
This month.
Yeah, if you're straight,
you have to do one gay act this month. That's actually how this works. If you don't, we will arrest you. You will go to gay prison.
If you're straight, I'm looking at you like this.
We will send you to the gay re-education camps if you do not commit one gay act in the next 30 days.
Hold on. No.
What?
I'm not. Well, you can commit to that. I'm not gonna state that.
Oh, I am fully willing to say I will re-educate the straights to be gay.
Okay, great. I'm so glad that you've committed yourself to the cause. Anyways, welcome back, everyone. What if you're a trans person who's straight? Well, that's like double rib, because you could be trans and gay, but I guess,
We'll allow it.
We'll allow it. But I'm still kind of looking at you like this. No, I'm just kidding. As a trans person myself...
Let's start the fucking show.
I know. I'm so sorry. Can you tell that it's been a long time since I've been on camera? I'm full of beans in the wrong way. I won't stop talking about anything else that's not Dungeons and Dragons. But yes, welcome back, everyone. Especially after last episode, we had a really fun ending to the last episode. Some interesting reveals about certain members of our party. Very interesting. I love hearing everybody's thoughts and conjectures. But before we get into it, a brief recap. Yes, speaking of gay, Ambrose. But yes, just a brief recap of last episode, since it has been a little while. Very, very brief though. We, our party retrieved the thingamajig from Heckna's eye, sent the wheel off its hinges, spiraling into the big top, that is now closed until further notice. After,
I mean, the whole carnival the whole Reveille is closed until further notice, right? Because nothing has power.
It's not closed. There is just no power. Things are sort of running on auxiliary power. Like, the lampposts are dim, the Hecna posters are not working anymore. Everything is sort of in this, like, it's like everything was bright and cheery with an underlying, like, oh, things are bad here. But now that the lights are off, it's kind of like, oh,
Can we make an assumption?
Scary and bad now.
Can we make an assumption that every time Aelstein sees a Hecna poster from now on, when he's walking around, he just like lights it on fire?
Sure, for sure.
Because there's no way to monitor that anymore.
Yeah, you just go around burning them all. I will make a note of this for sure. And then after the very exciting events of the day, returned to camp, where you discovered, unfortunately, the member of the Choo-Choo Cadre who you were not able to cure of his corruption, DC, had passed away. Led to some pretty somber, solemn moments between all of them and between your party, as Ambrose and Neve sort of had a conversation that outed the fact that he has a secret that he cannot talk about for unknown reasons. Very interesting.
Can't believe his boyfriend left him for a lich.
Okay. An interesting theory.
Definitely what happened.
And then after that, you all had your long rest, woke up, and found out that I believe the very last thing that happened was Kaz wandered in from the forest in like the dead hours in the morning and was like holding a tombstone that was also a shield. And all of you were like, okay. And he was like, this is mine now. So yeah, that's what happened last episode. And now we return to the world of Valentis.
His AC is fucking crazy now, by the way.
Now. Yeah. That shield, actually fucking insane. That shield, crazy. He's not getting another one.
Kaz just suddenly has an AC of 20.
Yeah,
that was absurd.
That's like, he's not getting anything else. That's for him. And and that's his one cool thing.
Just found one of the most powerful things of all time.
Yeah.
I mean, like, for reference, Aelstein, the only other like melee fighter in the team, his AC is only 16.
That's true. Yeah, Kaz had an AC of 17, and then he found a +2 shield. Or no, I'm sorry, a +3 shield, which is crazy. It's very rare. Anyways. We return.
Which means overall it's a +5 AC, chat. So his AC is 15 and then he uses that and it's +5.
Can you let me do my intro now, please?
Oh my god. Okay.
You
go
keep
ahead.
interrupting me.
The coolest shield is.
You can talk about his shield when we start playing the game.
Okay.
We return to Valentis.
You see how they bully me, chat?
Let's see. How long ago? Maybe not. I think possibly about a year ago. More than a few months, but not so long ago as to be a distant memory. Dragonhold. We see Aelstein and Gale on a balcony, several floors above, overhanging one of the courtyards, where below we see Amber training viciously against 10 training dummies. She is running a drill, spinning and twirling, pirouetting at incredible speeds so as to leave no openings for any would-be attackers. Gale looking upon her in what is Gale's version of awe, which is a neutral face with She says, "It's astonishing. Every time I watch her train, she gets faster."
Yeah, as if she needs to be any faster. My eyes can hardly keep up.
We see Amber, her amber hair gleaming as she cuts 4 of the dummy's burlap sacks, spilling hay onto the floor as if they were guts. She splits a 5th clean in half through its thick wooden core, almost denting, or almost pretty much splintering the wooden base of it.
And now she's just showing off.
I see what you were saying now. She doesn't seem to ever stop training. We see Amber suddenly slip on an especially wet, sort of dewy patch of grass, ruining her perfect cadence, her rhythm. She sort of curses and throws her sword at the nearest dummy, like a fucking spear, sending it careening through the metal bucket helmet all the way to the sword's blade guard, the bucket hitting the ground with a thud.
And that much stress will make you sloppy.
Have you talked to her?
A few times, yeah. But she's determined to prove herself for that contract. And she's only got a week left to do it.
I suppose it makes sense. We're still just initiates after all. No matter how fast you are, a hunter with years of experience is preferable to even the best greenhorn.
Yeah, but despite that, she's still on the short list. I'm gonna go talk to her again.
All right. I need to wax and grease my crossbow again. I'll see you later, Elstade.
He starts walking toward the stairs, and he calls over his shoulder and he says,
Just don't you overwork yourself too, yeah?
She does not respond and quietly makes her way in the opposite direction. We see Aelstane make his way down the long set of stairs leading to the courtyard, only to turn a corner and bump directly into Grayson, who looks very distressed. More so than usual. And at the collision, Aelstane!
Elstane doesn't stop. He like bumps into him and just keeps walking. He says,
Yeah, sorry, Your Majesty. I'll watch where I'm going next time.
Wait a second.
I ain't got time for you to chew me out, pal.
No, what do you know about this mountain?
he stops and is quiet for a second. He says,
Huh? Dragonhold? What about it? It's cold and windy.
And what of what dwells within?
He raises his eyebrows and turns around and starts walking back to Grayson. And he says,
What dwells within?
The conversation that ensues is not for us to hear, lost to the throes of time. We pan away, back through, across oceans and valleys and mists, beyond the boundary of the Revelia, back to the Shattered Station, where our would-be heroes gather for an interesting encounter in the Tunnel of Love.
a little bit before that,
Mhm.
I kept bringing this up on previous streams, but we never did it.
Mhm.
But I mainly because I assumed it wouldn't work. But I'm gonna just ask again. The Stone of Far speech doesn't actually, like, when Ailstein uses it, he doesn't get a response, does he?
No. And it's not that you don't get a response. It's like you pull it out and it's like the stone is dull. Like no magic is within it at all.
Gotcha. I think in like the early morning, like before everyone else is awake yet, I think he's like sitting up in like up in the branches of one of the trees.
Mm-hmm.
Just like lean back on one of the branches. And I think he's talking to it in spite of that.
Okay.
And he's sort of anxiously running a hand through his hair. And he says,
I assume you're not getting any of this, Dandelion, but just in case, things ain't looking good. 3 of the kids are all right. Peaches, Saggiest Boot. They're doing good, but I ain't gonna lie, Iris and Daisy ain't in a good way. I think we're getting out of here. I hope we're getting out of here. But
and he doesn't finish that thought, and he puts the stone back in his bag.
Its weight heavy in your bag. Unsure if your message was received. Your companions wait for you. What do you do?
He drops down and joins them.
Ambrose. He meets your gaze. But instead of the sort of usual, more or less easy camaraderie that you have garnered, there is just something more when he looks at you. Neve says, "Are you all right?"
To
you.
Ailstein or Ambrose?
To Ailstein.
He says,
Peachy.
You see Peaches sticks his head out of the door and he says, "Did someone call me?"
No, Peachy. Not Peaches.
Oh, you can call me Peachy if you wanna. It's kind of close, similar.
It's a little early. You should still be sleeping.
He's got bags under his eyes. He's
Go back to sleep, kid.
Okay. He lays back. He just kind of like in his chair. He's got like a neck pillow, and he just kind of like goes.
He
to
just
sleep.
sleeps
He
in the
just
doorway.
goes- yeah. They'll move him if he's in the way. You see Kaz sort of readying himself for the day. Looks over to the rest of you. So, Tunnel of Love, I guess. God, don't tell me we're gonna have to, like, I don't know. I'm not kissing any of you.
How good are you at swimming?
In that rancid acid water that hurt really bad when it landed on us? Probably not very good.
I'm just saying, like, if you end up needing to swim, like it.
I know how to swim.
Okay. I don't know. Isn't it like a thing like vampires can't cross running water?
You see, he rolls his eyes and he says, "Yeah, vampires. I'm not a vampire. I'm a dampier. Respect it." Actually, don't respect it. It's stupid. But I can cross water at least, which, in my opinion, makes me a little bit superior. You know.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's
Let's
Well,
pump it
I'm
with
just
that kind of
saying,
talk.
okay, I can go in people's houses, I can cross water, I can have garlic. I don't know, all that shit vampires can't do is kind of stupid. If you ask me.
All right. Superior vampire over
All
here.
right, that's not what I mean, and you know it.
We got the master vampire over here.
He flips you off. You see Ambrose is kind of like laughing quietly. All right, well, you are all set for the day. What is your first course of action?
I mean, since it's kind of on the way, I just want to. So I was looking through the shop items that we burgled.
Mm-hmm.
And since it's on the way, I figured we could just really quickly stop at the souvenir shop and drop off the 25 souvenirs from out of the Revelia off with Locke.
Oh, you
'Cause
want
they
to stop
don't
by
do
the lost
anything.
and found?
Yeah, just drop those off
Okay,
and be
great.
like,
Put those 25 on my tab.
Okay, great. Let me let me pull up. Nothing is like hindsight better than your player robbing an entire shop. And then you going, maybe I shouldn't have let him do that, but it's too late now.
I mean, how are you gonna stop me? No one was in the shop.
Exactly. I created on accident the perfect circumstance for you to rob this fucking store blind.
I can't stress enough. Both you and Ambrose were both warned of this the moment Ailstain got a bag of holding.
I know. Listen,
He was gonna do so many crimes.
I just didn't think it was gonna happen so quick. You briefly return to the lost and found. You what do? You give a bag of shit to Locke.
Yep, it's like mugs, plates, teaspoons, bowls, other small commemorative items that are all quite dirty and chipped. Notably, none of them seem to have come from the Revelia itself, and they all depict very minor commemorations, such as a politician's firing or the birth of a village's 1000th baby.
Yeah. You see Locke greets you as you walk in the door, and you have like a big bag of items, and he's like, "What is that?" And you like dump out the bag. And you see him just kind of stand there and stare at all of the items that you've given to him. And he goes, "Right, I'm not gonna ask where you got all of this. I am going to quickly put it away before Magnanimo comes after me, though." And he starts like stuffing it in like drawers and stuff. And you see that he makes a note. He's like, "It's on your tab."
And he's like, 25, I counted them. And he heads out of the shop.
You like as you're leaving, you just hear him go like, "By the gods." He's impressed, but he's also like, this is gonna come back to me if he finds out that, like, if they find out this is where all of it went. Perfect. But you head off from there, make your way through the midway, through the crowds, past the now ruined Big Top. You see that overnight they have managed to get the wheel off of the tent, and you see, previously you had only seen, a handful of the Werespider acrobats during the performance and around the Revelia in the Big Top. But now you see like a lot of them, and all of them are working to like reconstruct the tent. The sign as you pass the Big Top says, "Temporary setback, shows will resume."
Does Neve recognize any of them?
You see that as you pass them, you might expect her to look, and instead she looks away. Like she almost cannot bear to know after her interactions with Bella.
Mm-hmm.
But you you pass the big top, you see in the distance Gary's large hand as it swings people around for the Carpe Colossus ride. Someone goes absolutely flying over the midway, lands on a tent somewhere in the jamboree, and you just hear Alice laughing maniacally, and you just hear a deep voice go, "Sorry." But yes, you pass the big top. You pass the carousel, dubbed the Misery Go Round. Inside, you see a marionette with multiple arms playing an organ while the ride spins around and around and around. Various people's jumping on and off and, having a fun time as she seems to be playing the same 5 songs on repeat. No others in her repertoire.
Genuinely don't understand how everyone is supposedly having a good time here when you have rides with names like the Misery Go Round, and also the whole park is a fascist overlord like fucking state with like heavy surveillance. Like,
as you are moving through the Revelia after the removal of the thingamajig, give me a perception check. Just sort of what's new, right? After this big change.
Let me actually pull up my character sheet. Whoops.
Okay. I'd have hoped that you had that open.
14.
Okay. So the things that you already saw immediately after the removal of the thingamajig, the Hekiatron silent, still floating in the sky, on all of its balloons. The wheel has been removed and dismantled. The sort of broken metal and wood where it once stood, sort of mangled, still attached to the ground. You see that the platform where Peep Boo was attached is still there. However, Peep Boo does not seem to be there anymore. Possibly given a new directive now that his ride is gone. You see that all of the lights in the Revelia are dim. They're not out, but it's given the place a far eerier aura, as it were. You see the shadows have grown longer and darker, and you're starting to wonder what dwells within. What dwells in shadows in a place so bright and full of color? And what will happen when the color is gone?
But everyone still seems super happy or whatever.
On a 14, it seems like people are still trying to make the best of it because they have no other choice. But I will say it's not difficult to spot real fear behind the smiles. At least the lights kept the shadows away. You move through the Dysmadium, down the familiar corridor where you found Haggis for the first time, where you reunited with your long-lost friend in the sort of lane on the way to the Tunnel of Love. And after a while of walking, you finally arrive. I think I do have a scene for the Tunnel of Love, maybe? No, not for the outside. You arrive, you see, previously when you were here, Cicero had emptied the river onto all of you, and the ride was temporarily closed for business. However, now upon your return, it seems that the little imp creatures that seem to operate this ride have finally managed to refill the river enough that it is operational again.
The little imp creatures.
Yes. So you see they are sort of like
actual like devil imps.
let's see. They are sorry, there is a description of them somewhere here. I want to say yes. What the fuck? It's So what you see when you arrive, you see the glittering sign that says the Tunnel of Love, marking the entrance to the ride. Under the sign is the opening through which a blood-red river flows. To the right of you is a dock where there are swan-shaped boats sort of clustering together on the river, waiting for people to ride them. You see the area around the ride is busy. Laughter and shouts are sort of echoing from inside the tunnels. And you see the people in front of you, a couple perhaps. They're giggling, they're holding hands. They climb aboard one of the small boats and disappear into the darkness. The Tunnel of Love, the anatomically shaped heart, seems to be composed of crimson stone that is perpetually wet and like weeping this toxic red condensation. You see that there are a pair of imps in charge of the ride. Small devil horns, devil tails. They are wearing carnival attire. One of them's wearing a name tag that says Dimples, and the other one's wearing a name tag that says Freckles. And as you approach, they wave at you. Freckles approaches you and says, "You must be here to see Cicero. We haven't been this busy since the place was created, have we?" And Freckles kind of like nods and says, "Well, he's in his usual mood now, so." You gonna go in? You gonna show Cicero a little love? It's a fun ride.
I'm trying to remember. I'm looking through my notes now. We're going after the chair, right?
Yes.
And it was, it's like, did they say where it is in the...
They say that Cicero uses it as a decrepit throne. And kind of an oxymoronic, like, it's what ties him to this place, and he used to be the Master of Ceremonies, and it's kind of this, like, broken chair.
But that he's not going to give it up willingly.
Yeah.
He says,
Yeah. Tell Cicero I ain't got any beef with him. So how about he make this easy?
Well, you can tell him yourself if you want to get on the ride.
All right. Figured I'd give him fair warning.
Okay. Let's see. The channel, it does not specify that this costs any money. So, it's free.
oh, okay.
You see, as you are, so they sort of like,
I mean, what, are the imps gonna stop me? I'll fucking cut an imp down.
yeah, no, they want you to go on the ride. You see that they move a velvet rope out of the way for you to walk aboard the dock. You see that the swan boats they seem like they're kind of white, pristine boats. As you approach them, give me a perception check.
Oh god, do they have like fucking leaks in them? Well, can someone else roll a perception check too?
Sure.
I rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Who's got good perception?
I think
All of them have pretty good perception, actually. I can just roll 3 times.
I think Neve's got pretty good perception as well.
They've all got good perception.
Okay.
Wow. Everyone rolled like shit except for Ambrose.
Okay. He's perceptive. His secrets are out, and he's keeping his head on a swivel.
He got a 16. I rolled a fucking 2 and a 4.
That sucks.
for Kaz and Neve.
Kaz and Neve are both staring up at this anatomical human heart that they're about to embark on in a swan boat, and both of them just look like they would rather be actually dead. And so Ambrose is kind of the only one like paying attention to what's in front of you.
I think Ailstain's just busy squinting at the imps.
Yeah. They are grinning at you with like mouthful of sharp teeth, and are just like, the ride's this way. Like they're like being very like, get on the boat.
Is it tough being so ugly?
One of them like sticks their tongue out, their like forked tongue out at you. You see Ambrose kind of elbows you in the side a little bit. To like get your attention. He says, Elsie. And he kind of like nods to the boat in front of you, and he points out that there on the swan, there are 2 painted teeth marks that resemble a vampire bite on the swan's like wooden neck. And he just is kind of like, why? But nothing else seems out of the ordinary. It's just an interesting design choice that they've chosen for this boat.
I think Ailstain's eyes are darting from that to Kaz and back and forth, and just like he's like trying to do the mental calculations to be like, would his fangs fit those marks?
No, they're like this big, and like, cause it's a big boat. It's like when you try to line up your cat's teeth to something that they've like bitten to be like, did you bite this?
Yeah, exactly.
No, it does not seem like. Actually, yeah, give me a straight intelligence check.
All right. Roll a big die for this one.
Really
Because
important.
he could look like a real dumb bitch.
Mm-hmm.
11.
You are pretty sure that Kaz could have bitten that boat. You haven't been looking
okay.
at you haven't been looking at him. You know, you turned your back for a minute.
You said they were the size of my hands.
You're not certain, but you're like, he could have, you know?
I think he just jokingly is like,
Guys, I didn't know you were into biting swans too. Thought you were more into biting people.
You see Kaz kind of like drags his attention away from the big heart to look at you. He goes, what? Those geese are evil. What are you talking about?
says,
I don't know. I'm seeing your handiwork right here.
What? Oh, you see he looks at the boat and he goes, real funny, asshole.
Says, I think we're gonna need you to line your teeth up with it just to be sure.
He flips you off. So there are 2 boats in front of you. Each boat can hold 4 medium-sized creatures. So actually 1 boat would be able to fit all 4 of you. You see the imps are kind of like holding one steady, waiting for you to get inside.
And there's no other way to enter the place.
Not that you saw.
All right. We're getting the stinky little boat.
All of you kind of, it's a little bit of a tight fit. There's not a lot of leg room. Luckily, Ambrose and Neve are a little on the daintier side, so it's just kind of you and Kaz taking up the most room. You see that once you embark upon the boat, the imp Dimples says, "Okay, a couple of rules. If you fall out of the boat and you can't get back in, you'll just have to wait for another boat to come by. But you trust me, you don't want to get in the water." You see that they say, "Each boat is equipped with an anchor in case you want to stop and linger in any of the chambers, but most people want to keep going." And you see that they check to make sure that you're seated. You see that the boat starts to slowly steer itself and like disembark from the dock. And over your shoulder, Freckles says, "Keep your appendages inside the boat, your blood within your bodies, and your hearts within your ribs at all times. Rallyru vor oola la la lane." And it's like,
Don't tell me what to do.
you see that they start like blowing kisses and waving at you.
He does like a fucking the jerk off motion.
Okay, great. You ascend into the dark tunnel of the Tunnel of
Wait, we
Love.
ascend?
Well, it's sort of
You mean
like
descend?
well, it's a river that's going like, I guess I was trying to say you're going like upstream or downstream because it's going, I don't know how rivers work and I don't know how water flows. Don't correct me on my incorrect language. Actually, shut up. Disadvantage.
The boat is flying.
Yeah.
Now. We are going to heaven.
You start floating vertically
you're going to
into
heaven.
the sky. You're like, wait, I thought we were going into the Tunnel of Love. They're saying, nope, goodbye.
We're at this section's actually gonna be a fucking dogfight. We're gonna be like flying fucking biplanes going.
All right. Let me pull up your little mappy map here. Biplanes. Sorry.
Yeah.
I
The
only,
swans convert to biplanes.
oh my god. I only like just heard what you said. All right. So this is a map of the entire ride. There appear to be 4 different chambers. You arrive inside the ride. Let me all right. You see the Revalia's lights ebb as you enter the ride, and the swan moat bobs lazily along the river. The boat carries you down a dark tunnel. The walls are papery with red condensation like sticky glue holding shreds of paper mache to the surface. The tunnel appears to be about 10 feet wide, an arched ceiling 15 feet overhead. You're not certain how deep the river goes, but it doesn't appear to be very deep. It is more of a shallow river to carry the boats through.
Mm-hmm.
You see about 20 feet from the entrance, the river bends, and you are taken into a chamber.
Like a heart chamber? Whoa.
Yeah. Pretty flicking crazy.
I just start stabbing the walls as we move through.
Okay. You'll have to skirt alongside. The boat is not in your control. It goes forward at its own will, and if you drop the anchor, it will stop. So you can't get close enough to attack the walls with melee. But if you're throwing spells at it, that's your own deal.
I fire a few eldritch blasts off
Okay.
at the walls.
The walls blacken where the eldritch blasts hit and like smoke a little bit, but otherwise don't seem to damage in any meaningful way.
So it's not like actual flesh.
From what you can tell.
It's secretly flesh.
The tunnel opens into a wide chamber with rubbery walls. You see a skylight lets in a beam of moonlight. Well, no. It would be sunlight at this time. A beam of sunlight.
Well, there's no sun, right? It's always moon.
No, you're so right. Moonlight.
You don't know your own universe.
Yeah, my brain was like, well, it's daytime, the sun, but it's not
Oh
daytime.
my god! Oh my god,
The
guys!
sun!
I found it! I found the exit!
I briefly forgot there was no sun. Forgive me. But yes.
We all climb out of the boat and ascend to the sunlight.
Now the boat starts to ascend through the hole.
Oh god, here comes Cicero! He's got another biplane!
Okay. But yes, the skylight lets in a beam of moonlight, sort of illuminating the red waterfall that trickles down the cavern wall into the pool. And you see, sitting around the pool are 3 beautiful creatures, all splashing with their fins and combing their long black hair with jeweled combs. You see, as your boat enters into the moonlight, they all turn to you in sync. Smile.
Are they all women?
They are all women. They all.
Thank God. Ambrose is gay, so this won't work on him.
You see that they smile and begin to sing an enchanting song.
Plug your ears!
Give me a... Let's see. First of all, give me an investigation check.
Okay. Is this with advantage of any sort? Oh yeah. I kind of wanted to. Sorry, I didn't end up bringing it up because there was so much to discuss going in here. But I did want to do that Black Lament, know your prey thing again for aberrations going in here.
Okay.
To have an idea of what we're in store for as we approach.
Okay, yeah, give me that check while I find out the answer for you.
And you said it was investigation?
Yes. First, give me investigation.
And that's not with advantage, right?
No. Unless one
19.
of your... Oh, yeah, no, that does it. Oh, there it is. Sorry, let me find out the answer to that know your prey thing.
I think Ambrose should get to automatically succeed on resisting the charms because he's gay.
Okay. I'll keep
Should be
that.
like,
I'll
"Ew."
keep that in mind.
You're not a man.
Your know your prey. Oh wait, shit. There's other stuff that I have to look at for that. Okay. On that investigation check, you see right through the illusions of these. These are not beautiful women. They are in fact, like pink aquatic monstrosities of some sort. They do not register as aberration to you. But they are not what they appear to be.
Are they like some like thing that seems like native to this place?
Yes.
Like it's not like a monster from our world.
Yeah. If you had to guess based on what's briefly happening here, you're like, this is probably something siren adjacent. But maybe not, exactly a siren. And as
The
you
clown version of a siren.
look from them into the water to take in more of your surroundings, give me a perception check as well.
We have to run an ad break soon, just so you know.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind.
Give me a
But I'll run
perception
that
check.
really quick.
And then we'll
16.
Fantastic. On a 16, as you fully clock these monsters and like start to take in more of your surroundings, you notice below the surface of the pool, you see a treasure chest that these creatures seem to be sort of like trying to hide. You detect one aberration. I would say the Tunnel of Love is big enough that it's about a mile long. It's about a mile in each direction. It's big. You detect one aberration in a what direction are you facing? In a leftward direction.
Okay, one of these chambers. Okay.
One could say.
Mm-hmm.
But yes. And so I shall. Oh, poop. Sorry, my fucking Roll20 likes to lag.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't have like a boat for you all to be in, so I'm just gonna put your tokens down.
Mm-hmm.
And you can kind of arrange them in whatever manner you think, however you think you're sitting. Who's Ailstain sitting next to in this boat? Like, what's the positioning that everyone has taken in the boat?
Does it have multiple rows?
Yeah, it's 2 benches. There's enough room for 4 people.
I think I would have him on one side on one row, and then Kaz on the other side on the other row, so that like we're kind of diagonal each other.
Okay, and who is sitting next to who?
Kaz next to Ambrose and Neve next to Ailstain.
Okay, and is Ailstain in the front or the back?
Honestly, I think maybe Kaz should go in the front since Buddy Boy has an AC of 20 now.
True. All right. So
No. Him and Kaz will be diagonal each other, just because like something might come from behind us.
You're right. Okay. Cool. This is the position of your boat.
Okay.
Fantastic. And now. Surprise. Bet you didn't see.
What?
Bet you didn't see that coming.
You mean they're not cool? we on our way in here we stuff our ears with with like cloth.
Well, you can't have known that was going to happen. So unfortunately,
The minute we see them, I'm fucking tearing up cloth and just jamming it in there.
all right.
Also, we do have those t-shirts of resisting poison damage.
Mm-hmm.
Can we all be wearing those?
Were there 4 of them?
There was 10.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. I'll say that all of you could have put them on. So
Okay.
all of you have poison resistance.
Just because, so it negates 20 points of poison damage when worn. So I figured that might help in the place that has poison liquid.
Yeah. One would assume. All right. Let's see.
They're called soloists.
Soloist. Like soloist. Soloist.
Oh, soloist.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
You have. Let's roll for initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Just to get the order of operations going.
Okay. Are we not fighting?
It depends on what you do.
Well, I rolled a 1 for Ambrose.
Awesome.
So I think he gets a 3. I rolled a 1 for Ailstain as well, so he also has a 3.
Okay. And which of you is going first in that?
I mean, we can just share the turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm getting the feeling this is gonna be one of those fucking games.
Rib.
I'm just rolling that shit all the time. 14 for for Kaz.
Mm-hmm.
And then 7 for Neve. Actually, no, Kaz gets a 15 to the +2, not a +1.
And you said 7 for Neve?
Yeah, 7 for Neve.
Okay. Well, Kaz is the first to act. He takes stock of his situation. But he will, as you have directed, defer to you in matters of combat and otherwise. And so he sort of turns to you in a they seem to be about to sing a song. They are opening their mouths to sing. But you have a round to do something before that happens.
Oh. Well, then, yes, we all start shoving shit in our ears.
Okay, great. So you direct Kaz to rip up something, put it in his ears?
We're attempting to deafen ourselves so that we are not susceptible to sound-based attacks.
Okay. Interesting. I feel like I should make you roll for that, but I don't know what I would.
What would the roll be?
I know. Yeah, I guess it just. Yeah, I mean,
I'm basically inflicting a negative condition on myself.
Yeah, I don't see it. I mean, it's the same thing as just covering your eyes to give yourself a blinded condition. There's no reason you couldn't.
Yeah.
I guess there's no need for a roll. Sure. Okay, all of you have. Well, it's Kaz's turn. So Kaz gives himself the deafened condition. Unfortunately,
we just tear up some clothes and fucking jam the linens in our ears.
All right. And now, after that has happened, top of the order, Kaz. So all of you have taken the moment to stuff your ears. They are about to sing. It is Kaz's turn first. What does he do?
Well, fuck. I didn't expect that they would all be on that side. He casts freaking what you call it? I guess Ray of Enfeeblement's not going to be very useful because they're probably, I don't know, they might try strength-based attacks. Yeah, he's gonna cast Ray of Enfeeblement on one of them.
Okay.
He has to do a attack on them.
Okay. Go ahead and make that attack.
I'm not using that die anymore.
Did you roll a 1?
Roll a 1 again.
Okay. That is. Did you cast that at first level?
Yeah.
Okay. Brave Enfeeblement is second level.
Oh, yeah. Just whatever level it is.
Yeah.
God damn it.
All
It's going to be
right.
one of those games, dude. It's going to be one of those games.
Kaz can't quite get around Ambrose to cast the spell, and it misses. That is the end of his turn.
He
Okay.
does have a bonus action that he totally has something he can do for. Fuck, he already cast a spell. And he can't hit them with an attack, can he?
If he has a bonus action attack.
No, he already cast a spell. He can't do Sanctuary either. God, never mind. Yeah, he doesn't have anything to do.
Okay.
He fucking whiffed it, dude. He beefed it.
Yeah, he seethes a little bit about fucking up, but doesn't have much time to dwell on that. The soloists both begin to sing, though with all of your ear stuff, you are unaffected. And seeing that you are seemingly not able to hear their song, you see that they kind of like squint at you like, you bitch. Just fucking attacks the closest person.
What's that? Sorry, I can't hear you. Are you crying about how ugly you are? Is that what it is?
Oh my god.
Sorry to hear that, pal.
You see that the first soloist turns to you as you are closest to it, and is going to attempt to do something bad to you.
Well, all right.
Ooh, does not succeed. The second one is going to aim for Ambrose. Also does not succeed. Both of them attempt to do some sort of watery magic shit, and it doesn't work. And they both kind of just simmer in rage. That is Neve's turn.
We're all just awkwardly staring at each other
Yeah,
in this boat.
nobody has done anything yet. They were really planning on luring you with their song, and when that didn't work, they were like, gotta pivot.
So here's what I'm kind of unsure about. I don't know that 5e has a an elegant way to handle this, because two characters cannot occupy the same 5-foot square in combat.
You and your party members can exchange positions, I'll say.
Yeah, but the problem is our turns are like they're broken up by the soloists. So because I'm figuring about how I'm gonna get Ambrose and Kaz to switch places, because obviously we don't want our fucking weak ass, no offense, 13 AC bard front and center for them to beat up on.
I will say that you and your party members can occupy each other's spaces. Briefly.
Oh, okay. Then can I say Kaz moved to where Ambrose is, and
Yeah.
then maybe Ambrose will disengage next time?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Cool. Whose turn is it? It
It's
was...
Neve's turn.
That's right. She did roll next best. How many wild shapes does she get? I can't remember. She gets 2. So I feel like we don't know what's in store for us coming up. So I feel like we don't want to dip our toes into that pool just yet.
Literally.
I think she will. She gets some free guiding bolts. We can do one of those on one of the soloists.
Okay.
Let me use a different die this time.
Okay.
Is that a 16 hit?
16 does hit.
Okay. Thank God she gets a +6 to attack. So then it takes 4d6 radiant damage.
Jesus. All right, go ahead and give that to me.
Guiding bolt is no joke.
Yeah, that's crazy.
18. 2 5s, 2 4s, 18.
Jesus Christ. Oh, hold on, I gotta get good at math really quick.
Okay. And we'll do that on the one in front of Ailstain, I guess.
All right.
Just because hopefully the one in front of Kaz should maybe struggle to hit him a little more.
Let's see. That is bloodied. That guy is not. Yeah, you don't think these guys have a ton of health. They are spellcasters, seemingly. They don't look very armored.
We're just gonna slaughter these little singing guys.
Yeah, people come in. They're really not used to a lot of resistance, you know? They come in, they sing, they drown people, and then that's it.
Yeah, so we're fucking crazy. We're fucking psychopaths, so you should probably get out of here if you value your life.
Is that the end of Neve's turn?
I don't think she has any bonus actions that... I guess she has Shillelagh, which is a... Well, you have to... Yeah, she would have to be doing melee attacks for that. Yeah, and we don't want to do any wild shapes, so yeah, no.
All right.
That's it.
Does Ailstain say that on his turn? Well, talking's a free action. Give me an intimidation check. Or persuasion.
I think he's slightly better at intimidation.
Okay.
I think. Nope. It's exactly the same.
Okay.
It's deception that he's better at. That's a 19.
I will say the injured soloist looks around and disappears under the water. Leaving its friend all alone.
I mean, hey, if we gotta kill him now, they can't complain. Like, I did give him fair warning.
You see the other soloist is like, well, I suppose it wasn't its turn yet, but it's gone.
Ailstain starts frothing at the mouth to sell the psychopath thing.
All right. That is it is Ambrose and Ailstain's turn now. Oh Jesus Christ, that was so loud.
We're gonna eat ya!
We're gonna eat ya.
Oh my God! Wait, Kaz could actually eat them.
Yeah, Kaz goes, and the soloist goes, and they just hiss at each other like cats.
We're so hungry. We're cannibals.
Oh my God.
All right. So I will not use my good luck charm to give myself advantage, but I'm going to go ahead and assume that a fucking 11 doesn't hit.
Why am I rolling like this?
Unfortunately, no.
I don't understand. What is happening? I'm rolling like such shit right now.
Your dice, dice are mad at you.
Yeah, and I don't want to. Yeah, I guess I'll just take the bonus action to activate my Crimson Ray.
Okay.
Take a quick D4 of damage.
Okay.
Um, 3 damage.
All right. Is that the is Ambrose's turn now?
Yes. Come on, Ambrose, do something. Actually, we want him to disengage and take a step back. I don't think he's got any fucking bonus actions either. I guess Bardic Inspiration.
He's got Bardic.
He gives
yeah.
Ailstain Bardic.
Okay, great. gives you a Bardic. Ring. He winks at you. The sparkles happen. It's pretty epic. All right, well, back.
We're still mostly just sitting in this boat,
Yeah.
staring at each other, all of us.
Back to top of the order. It's Kaz. It's Kaz's turn. Kaz is like, this is stupid.
I think it's just like no one can find their balance right now because we're in this fucking rocking boat.
Yeah. And the soloists are like, why can't you hear me singing to you, bitch?
Everyone is off kilter right now. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I guess he'll just also cast Guiding Bolt on the soloist.
Okay.
But his will cost a spell slot.
All right. Fantastic. Are you doing first or second level?
That is I just realized I rolled damage, but I didn't actually roll to hit. Let me do that first. Sorry, what did you say?
First or second level?
First level.
Okay.
Bro. I'm gonna go ahead and guess a 12 doesn't hit.
Nar.
I'm gonna fucking jump off a bridge, dude. I'm gonna just leap off a bridge
That
and
sucks.
explode.
I'm sorry,
This
dude.
is what is happening.
Kaz is just really mad about being in this stupid anatomical heart. He's like, there's blood everywhere, but it's not real blood that I can drink. He's like, this place is a mockery.
I'm like swapping the D20s. I'm like trying everything. There's nothing will fucking hit, boys. I don't know what's going on.
I'll roll for them next time.
No, I gotta do the thing.
Okay. All right. Well, that is its turn. You see
I'm due
that
for a nat 20.
You see that it gives up trying to sing to you, and instead, let's see, what can it do? Oh, oops, so sorry, the music stopped. Please go back.
We need karmic dice in real life.
True. Let's see. The soloist casts control water on your boat in an attempt to flip it.
Wait, what?
Yes, it is going to whirlpool. Actually, no, it can't. It's not deep enough water. Shit. Let's see. Well, okay, just kidding. None of this is what I wanted. Yeah.
Can Whirlpool flip something? I think you just spin it, right?
Yeah, well, in an attempt to, like, knock you out of it, but it can't actually do what I wanted it to do. So, just kidding.
Okay. They're just gonna spin us around and make us dizzy.
Yeah. Damn, none of this is actually very good.
Well, I mean, to be fair, if it's anything like normal sirens, like 90% of what they do is the song. So like the fact that we deafened ourselves kind of fucked them.
Elsane, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
This boy is pretty wise.
Brother, when I tell you that I'm getting just bent over and fucked right now, let me guess, a 9 doesn't succeed.
No.
I'm just getting fucked. Like, I can't roll above a 10 on my die.
Luckily, you only take 2 psychic damage. However, you do have disadvantage on your next attack, as it casts vicious mockery at you.
Wait, but does that work? Don't I have to be able to like hear it?
No, it just says on a. If the target can hear
If the target can hear you.
though it need not understand you. Damn it, you're right. Well, regardless, it casts it, and then you don't hear that either, and it's like, so yeah, you don't take any damage. It just wasted a spell slot for no reason.
Come again!
It's so fucking mad at you. That is Neve's turn.
I know, you're so ugly. Sorry, you said it's Neve's turn.
Yeah.
God, she's gonna be the only one that does anything this entire fucking game, dude. I swear to God.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, it worked the first time for her, so like, let's try it again. She gets one more free cast of Guiding Bolt.
Oh wait, did you make an attack on it? Because Guiding Bolt gives advantage on the next attack. Did you take that advantage?
Well, no, because that was A, right? So
You're right.
I couldn't have taken
right.
that.
You're correct. Rip. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, A ran away.
You were really convincing. Oh, baby. Here, I'll roll for them from now on. I can roll.
I don't. What the fuck is happening? This is like statistically improbable.
Yeah.
Like, what is
Those
happening?
dice
I'm gonna
are
roll.
weighted.
I'm gonna fucking roll with fucking Google this time.
Yeah, this is for that nat 20 in the cheese room. This is what you get.
Yeah, I wasted my nat 20 on the cheese room, and now I get all my nat 1s in combat.
Yeah. Rest in pieces, brother.
All right, she misses that, and then she has no other actions she can take.
All right.
God fucking damn it, bro.
That's you and Ambrose.
I've never had this happen before. Like, this many back-to-back is insane.
I mean, it hasn't hit you either, to be fair.
Mm-hmm. So what, it's me and Ambrose now?
Yeah.
All right, I'm rolling with Google.
Okay. With
Roll
Google.
a d20. Yeah.
Roll on D&D Beyond.
Oh, you know what? You're right. D&D Beyond does have that, doesn't it?
Yeah. On Google.
Bro.
It's even D&D Beyond.
I mean, you can see my rolls.
I can't. Where?
I I wish I could show the chat this because it's so upsetting. I rolled a 4 plus 5, 9.
Yeah, that's not gonna do it. Well, you have the bardic that Ambrose gave you.
Yeah.
It's a d6.
I feel like that's not gonna be good either, but we'll see. Let's do it. Roll a 2.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, does an 11 hit?
No.
I'm gonna fucking explode myself on camera.
Okay, so that's Ambrose's turn.
Well, that was Ailstain's turn.
Well, I know. I'm saying like now it's Ambrose's turn.
Mm-hmm. All right. You know what? He's gonna do Dissonant Whispers on it. That is not a roll on my end. That is a save for them.
Okay.
So give me that wisdom save.
Wisdom save. 11.
That fails.
Fantastic.
Thank God.
How much and what kind of damage does that do?
3d6 psychic. So I'll give him 1 second. All right, he rolled pretty well. That's 12 damage, and also must use its reaction, if available, to move as far away from you as it can, using the safest route. On a successful save, it takes half damage, but it did not save. So.
All right. So I'm sorry. It has to run away.
Also, Lux is saying the music is a little loud.
Oh.
Now I fully cannot hear it.
Oh.
So yes, it has to use its reaction to run as far away as possible.
Okay. Well,
which I think means both me and Kaz would get attacks of opportunity on it.
Yes.
Not that we'll land those.
Yeah, go ahead and take those attacks as it attempts
Alright.
to flee.
I'm using D&D Beyond. So still not great, but a little better. I rolled a 9 plus 5, 14.
14 hits.
Thank fucking Christ, dude. Jesus. All right. Ailstein finally gets to do a little bit of damage.
Mm-hmm.
I get to roll these twice. I think 5 plus 3. Yes, that's better. So 8 plus 3 damage, 11 plus D4 lightning damage. And that's 3 lightning damage on top of it. Although I wonder, since these are water creatures, are they like susceptible to lightning damage?
That's a good question. No, they don't have any vulnerabilities. But
Okay.
they are absolutely bloodied. Absolutely so bloodied.
Yeah, that was 14 damage total. So.
Fantastic.
And then Kaz also gets an attack of opportunity, but I think because he has a feat, doesn't he? Yeah,
Well,
so
yeah,
he can do Warcaster
Yes.
that lets him cast a spell instead of swing.
Correct.
So maybe. But honestly, I don't know that we want to waste another spell attack that might just fucking miss again. So let's just roll a regular ass mace attack. I'm gonna roll my d20 on fucking roll 20.
Okay.
Oh my god, finally a normal ass number does an 18 hit.
18 for sure hits.
Oh my god. We're back in business, everyone.
Hey.
Oh my god, and max damage.
Whoa.
7. Not very much.
It is critical.
Okay, good.
Oh, I guess I should.
Stinky bitch.
I guess I should. Well, here's the thing. You force it to flee, wail on it so much that the water turns even darker red, and it shrieks and disappears in the tunnel from whence you have came.
Oh.
And for the moment, things are peaceful. You do not appear to be in any immediate danger anymore.
Where did the other one go? It went under the water, right?
Yeah, it like disappeared. You look around the pool and you don't see it.
But wasn't there a chest in the water that we could see?
There was a treasure chest, yes. You will have to
Are we
retrieve it from
still
the
able
water.
to see it?
Yep. It looks to be about the pool is about 20 feet deep. And the this like gravel, this like gray brown area is a sort of slippery ledge that runs around the pool. The waterfall and the pool are very brightly lit. So you do not see any other creatures in here, but you do see the treasure chest below the surface, about 20 feet in the pool.
And so, we took poison damage the last time this shit hit us, right?
Yes, it was either poison or acid damage.
Which one of those is the important question here?
Let me double check. Poison.
Okay. Well, we got those shirts, and we have fucking 10 of them. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's like any way that we could retrieve it without going in, but I don't think we have anything that like we could use as like a harpoon or something.
Yeah, I mean, you can get creative. Doesn't someone have Mage Hand?
Yeah, but Mage Hand can only lift like 5 pounds, I think.
That's true. You could use it to open the chest, perhaps, and see what's inside.
That's true. I don't think they have Mage Hand, but I do know that Ambrose has Unseen Servant.
Yes.
Could send that fucker down there. Actually, no. If they take damage, they vanish.
Mm-hmm.
That said, we could put the shirt on the Unseen Servant.
You do have another shirt.
Yeah. So we have Ambrose cast Unseen Servant. We put the shirt on the Unseen Servant, which, by the way, is a physical being, but it's invisible. So it's just a shirt floating in the air.
Hold on. I'm not seeing Unseen Servant in Kaz's spell list.
Or not Kaz, Ambrose. Did I say Kaz?
Oh,
I
yes.
meant Ambrose.
I was like, you sure, bestie? Okay.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't have that.
Okay. Yes,
I
it is.
I don't even think it's...
It is a ritual spell, so it will cost him 10 minutes to cast.
That's fine.
Okay. Yes, it has an AC of 10 and 1 hit point. Cool. So Ambrose takes 10 minutes to cast Unseen Servant in the boat. Once it is created, this sort of shade-looking creature, he slips the poison shirt over its head.
Well, again, it's fully invisible. So it would literally just be we put the shirt on this invisible thing,
and
and
now
it's just a floating shirt.
Yep. All right. So the thing is with the poison water. Creatures who fall into it take poison damage and must succeed on a Constitution save or be poisoned for an hour.
Yeah.
So
That's fine.
how much
Wait,
how much damage does the shirt negate?
25 or 20.
Okay, I'll go ahead and roll the damage that it takes. Okay, it takes 4 poison damage.
Okay.
Not too bad. And now it will make a Constitution save.
Honestly, if it fails the save, that's fine, because all poison does is give it disadvantage on like attack rolls and ability checks, which we're not going to be doing.
It just succeeds on a Constitution check, so it's fine for the moment.
Mm-hmm. Grab that chest, you invisible bitch.
Does it have a weight that it can like? It's fine. I'll just say it lifts it up to you. It can't quite hoist it in the boat, but it gets it up enough that you're able to like open it and see what is inside.
Yeah, I mean, you said there were like ledges in this room, right?
Yeah, so it'll bring
Carry
it
it up to a ledge.
Cool. It lifts it up, and inside you find some waterlogged trinkets. You find a plush duck, a once nice fountain pen. You find one gold earring. And then at the bottom, you find a warhammer that is decked out in carnival filigree. And it appears to be perhaps magical in nature.
Oh. We shove all that in the bag of holding.
Okay, you're like, I'll look at it later.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic.
And also, I ask Ambrose what the name of his invisible guy is.
He goes, his name is, oh god, I'm not good at this.
You didn't name your little guy?
I've never summoned him before. This is the first time. His name is...
What's your name, guy?
It doesn't say anything. It says, he's shy, Elstane. Maybe he doesn't want to tell you his name. Don't force him.
All right. Well,
He
when
doesn't-
you're ready.
He doesn't know you like that yet.
Okay, well, I'm Ailstein if you're wondering.
There is no response.
Strong silent type. I like that.
So this thing lasts for an hour.
Yeah. He's just going to climb in the boat with us.
Yeah, and it I'm trying to see, on the ground. Well, so your boat can only occupy up to 4 creatures. And this thing...
he sits in Ambrose's lap.
All right. I'll say that it doesn't weigh anything, so it doesn't tip your boat.
To be fair, it is like described as being shapeless.
Mm-hmm.
So like it could just like fill in the gaps in the boat. We're just sitting in invisible guy soup.
Yeah, for sure. Neva's like, I dislike this greatly. I don't like this man. I don't like that I can't see him. But perfect. So you successful in your first chamber. The boat begins to move forward on its own once again. So all of you descend or continue on the tunnel. The tunnel, as you enter, declines slightly. You're seemingly going downhill, downriver. And eventually, the current carries you to another chamber lit by candlelight. Let me move you to that chamber. Let's see. Reveal.
I want to also switch places with Ambrose so that me and Kaz are in the front.
Okay. So as you enter this new room, you and Kaz are in the front. I'll say Neve is behind you. All right. And then...
And the guy soup is all over the boat.
All right.
Oh, I got Guy on my boots.
All right. His name's Guy now.
Guy.
His name's just
Okay.
Guy. You see that the walls in this chamber are deceivingly flesh-like, but the red condensation makes some of the paint run. Flanking the river are two rocky outcroppings, like platforms. On each of the platforms are two small circular tables, each with a couple sitting across from one another. You see that one couple is like laughing, their drinks sort of clinking together, wine glasses as they drink. You see another couple lies slumped over the table. And as your boat stops, the couple turns to you with wickedly sharp smiles.
Do I have any idea what kind of freaky monster these ones are?
Well, they smile at you with fangs.
So vampires?
You sense one of them to be an aberration, though. And as you look at it closer, one of them appears vampire-like in punk attire. And the one opposite has sharp teeth as well, but is more of a clown who seems to have degraded.
With like the little clown curse.
Yes, the little clown curse.
Yeah, the little clown curse nose.
Yes, let me make them available to you. And the clown registers to you with your sword as aberration. You see that they turn to you as your boat kind of slows in this chamber. They don't outright attack you. You see that they just sort of smile at you. And they kind of like hold up wine glasses. Give me an investigation check as you are looking around this room.
No, not once. No, not once. No, not once.
All right, we may have broken the curse.
Okay.
17.
Oh, great, yeah. As you are taking stock of the situation, you notice a crate under the table to the south of this room. It seems like there's a note on it that you can just make out from your boat that says 4 bab, 10 red tickets per vial to be paid upon delivery. And you see a couple vials of dark red liquid within the crate.
Okay.
As your boat kind of enters the room, the two people, so there's the 2 people at this table, and the table next to them, there are 2 people collapsed onto the table, and are not moving.
Okay. Are they also? Are they also dressed like punks, or what's the vibe on these 2?
You know, now that you're thinking about it, they bear a striking resemblance to the couple that went in just before you.
Oh. So I get the feeling that maybe the people that came before us drank whatever this shit was and it knocked them out.
On that investigation check, you notice, they're sickly pale, And you notice a gash on their necks.
Okay, so this person's drinking people that come through here.
You see that the sort of mangy thrall appears to be chewing something, and you notice that the man is missing like a good chunk of flesh from his arm.
Oh. Well, I mean, like, I don't know that I'm in any hurry to like save the psychopaths that are running around in the Revelia. So like, if they want to go in the Tunnel of Love and get drank by a vampire, that's their own fucking business. Listen, what you do in your free time, that's up to you. We're gonna be on our way.
You see that they are like, they're like, won't you join us for a drink?
I have already put the fucking the earplugs back in my ears.
Okay.
Sorry, can't hear you. Sorry. Can't hear you.
You see,
Oops.
your boat continues to drift through this place, and you see that they continue to make attempts to like persuade you to stop and like join them. But as you cannot hear them and your boat is not stopping, you kind of just proceed through the chamber.
Dude, being deaf is awesome.
Yeah. No, you do great.
Yeah, sorry, I can't help you with the ugly thing. I know there were some guys back there that wanted us to help them with it. Couldn't help them, can't help you. Sorry.
Okay, great. Perfect. Well, you disembark this room as well. So
like, I don't know, like, fucking why do I give a shit? Like, the people in this fucking place seem to love when horrible things happen to them, so it's like, if they want to go get drank by a vampire,
true,
that's your own prerogative.
The second to last chamber of the Tunnel of Love. So far, been pretty good, done pretty well. Avoided some vampires.
Honestly, deafening yourself is kind of goated.
Why don't more people just deafen themselves?
I remember being so frustrated in Baldur's Gate when you fight a few sirens that like I couldn't just deafen myself. Like I couldn't shove a sock in my ear. Like,
unfortunate.
But I think as we enter the pitch black room, we definitely want to undeafen. We want to take the earplugs out.
Okay. All of you undeafen yourselves. Noted. So, as you enter this room, the chamber is dark. All that can be heard are the rivulets of liquid trickling down the walls into the river and the sounds of the water slapping against the swan boats. It is completely dark. You do not know the extent of this chamber, the length.
Is it a magical darkness?
That's a really good question. No.
Because Neve does have
no
the cantrip light.
Mm-hmm.
She could just light up, I don't know, one of their weapons. She can light up her sickle.
Yeah. Neve casts light on her moon sickle, causing it to glow as if filled with moonlight. It illuminates the area enough that you can see the red walls that seem to twitch and pulse like machinery smothered with wet meat rather than something truly organic. You see, to either side of the river is a 10-foot deep drop to a solid floor. And with the illumination, you see in the air.
Sorry, not to cut you off, but I feel like it would be so funny to come to the Revelia as like a high-level wizard or something, like someone who has like the meteor storm spell or something, and just blast the shit out of this fucking heart structure and just see what happens.
Yeah.
Or like a barbarian, because they can literally level buildings.
True.
Just fucking destroy the heart and see what that does.
Just fuck around and find out, you know? I
Yeah.
mean, you sent
we'll come back here at level 20.
you sent a Ferris wheel careening through the fucking place. I feel like
You're right. We should send a Ferris wheel through the heart.
Okay, great. With the illumination of the room, you see two impish creatures with wings floating in the air. You see the apparent lovebirds swoop down, their wings rustling in the darkness just out of view of the light. You see that once you could hear them giggling faintly, and then once the light appears, they go, "Oh no, they can see us!" And they start like kind of swooping, and like you see like one of them swoops close to your hair and like tries to snatch the like hairband out to let your hair like loose, and they're just kind of like teasing.
I swing my sword at it.
They're kind of like teasing and taunting you and trying to like kind of like fuck with you a little bit.
I swing my sword at it.
Give me an attack roll with disadvantage.
What? Why do I disadvantage?
It's a moving,
He's touching me.
small moving object that is floating away.
Oh, so what you're saying is I should get an attack and an attack of opportunity since it's moving away.
Well, we're not in initiative right
It doesn't have to be an initiative if I'm attacking it and it leaves my range of attack.
now. Okay, go ahead.
But both of these are with disadvantage?
Yes.
All right, well, fuck you. That's not gonna hit. Does a fucking 13 hit?
That's a good question. Should I have had their sheets up? Yeah. 13 does hit.
Okay, perfect. I will bully these fucking annoying little creatures.
Yeah, he swoops in and attempts to snatch your hairband. Another one is sort of like grabbed the ends of Ambrose's hair and are kind of like swishing his hair in his face, and he's going, ah!
Ambrose also attacks.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Currently, he's a little bit more occupied with screaming and flailing.
That is I almost forgot to roll the d4. That is 13 plus, or no, yeah, 13 plus 1 lightning damage.
You eviscerate this lovebird. You swing your sword.
Cut its fucking head off
Yeah.
midair.
The other one goes, "Oh no!" But is still attempting to, fuck with Ambrose.
We all attack it.
Fantastic. Give me. Why can't I move this? Oh, that's why. All right. Well, this one's dead.
Why is it okay with the fact that I cut off his friend's head?
Yeah, he seems a little nonplussed. Although if you're all going to attack it, I should make you roll initiative. I let you have one without it.
We can all just take turns if it's not fucking doing anything.
Well,
we effectively all share the turn then.
I think that once you attack its friend, it is like, all right, I'm not gonna let you do that to me, but.
Okay, gotcha. All right, well. Oh! I dropped my die.
Oh no.
Where did my die go? Oh, it's gone forever.
Oh.
I don't know where it is. Oh, well. I'm down to die. I don't know where it went.
Oh, rip.
My floor is, I don't know where it could have gone. There's not anything on my floor.
Button ate it.
Yeah, Button saw it, immediately swooped in and got it.
No, he's busy with his actual food.
Oh,
It was under my PC tower.
Oh. Your PC ate it.
Yeah, my PC is like an inch off the floor when my desk is in the sitting position, so. You're never gonna believe this. We are back to rolling like shit again, dude.
Okay.
Elstane rolled a nat 1, total of 3 for
Mhm.
initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Kaz rolled a fucking 4 total.
Okay, great.
And then Ambrose and Eve. Okay, nat 20 for Ambrose. And then, so I guess it's 22. And then you've got an 18.
Nice. Okay. All right. Well, top of the order is Ambrose.
Okay. Sorry, I'm also organizing a sheet so that I can keep track for my own sake.
Mhm.
All right. Ambrose, kill this guy.
Ambrose is screaming and flailing while this thing is like in his hair. You see
you're
that?
gonna cast.
This thing has like little arrows in the shape of hearts and like a bow, like some kind of fucked up imp Cupid.
It's gonna cast Shocking Grasp on it.
Okay. Go ahead.
He's gonna touch him back. Fuck. Does an 11 hit?
Does not.
Dude, why am I rolling like this today? I've rolled so many below 10 rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this has to be a statistical anomaly.
Yeah. Like the guy who eats 1,000 bees or 100 million bees or whatever it is.
Yeah,
Oh
I
no,
guess he doesn't have anything else he can do.
Spiders Georg or whatever his name is.
Spiders George.
Yeah, Spiders George.
All right, I guess Neve will cast fucking.
Neve can do Primal Savagery.
Yeah, I'm about to do Primal Savagery. Make her grow her fucking long ass nails and smack them.
She loves doing that.
Dude, I just dropped my fucking D20 again. What the fuck is happening?
You're not allowed to play Dungeons and Dragons today.
I'm fucking anxious about these low rolls, dude.
Yeah.
Does a 9 hit?
Nar.
Brother, what the fuck is happening? God damn it. What are the rolls today?
Yeah, that sucks, dude.
The easiest fucking dudes in the world to kill. I'm not rolling with the D20s anymore. I'm strictly rolling through fucking D&D Beyond. This is
Okay.
bullshit.
I'm sorry. Rip. Yeah, put them in dice jail. They need a timeout.
Yeah, I'm sealing them in right now.
All
This is
right.
bullshit.
Well, this little creature's turn. You see that somehow has completely evaded harm. It is just laughing maniacally. You see that he pulls out 2 different kinds of arrows, aims, and sends both of them shooting to do 2 different people. I need. Let's see. Well, no.
I think it's fall in love or whatever.
Both of them are attacks first, so let's do this. Okay, that misses. And that hits. Elstane, you are hit. Oh, I can't decide which one to give you. Yeah, I think I give me a okay, so while I do the damage for
Am I
this,
charmed or something?
give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
You take
Not actually. I just reached for my d20. I put it right back down. I am not touching that fucking thing.
You take 9 piercing damage as this weird arrow shoots you in the chest. But give me a wisdom saving throw as well.
What did I do to deserve this? 6.
Yeah, you are charmed by the object you're holding in your hand until the end of your next turn. So you're in love with your sword, basically.
What the fuck does that do?
You don't want to let it go. You protect it at all costs. You treat it like it's the love of your life.
What?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means.
That sword's the love of your life until the end of your next turn.
But like functionally, what does that mean? Like mechanics wise, like can I not attack with it or?
It really doesn't specify.
Okay.
You're just weirdly in love with your fucking sword now. I don't think it has any
Alright.
mechanical. It's just a funny roleplay thing, I think.
Okay. I thought it was gonna be like you can't attack with it or something, but all right.
No, you're just like, hey, this sword, this is my wife now, or
God.
husband, or
So you said 9 points
partner.
of piercing damage?
Yes.
Okay. That actually hurts.
Yeah, that hit you like right in the kidney. And now it is Kaz's
all right.
turn.
Oh my god, can we fucking do
actually-
something here?
As well as, I forgot, both you, hold on, both Kaz and Neve also take 2 poison damage, but since you're wearing the shirts, that is negated.
Mm-hmm. You said these are like imps, right?
Yeah, they're like imps parading as like Cupid. They're called lovebirds.
Can't remember if imps are typically resistant to. I would have to assume that radiant would be like extra damage, like they'd be vulnerable to it. I would have to assume, but I can't remember if they are.
I don't know. Well, you don't know.
I guess cause to
Well,
avoid
you can
fucking
do-
rolling an attack.
You can do a
Huh?
blood hunter check with advantage since it is a fiend.
Oh.
To recall information about them.
Oh, it is in fact an imp.
It's a fiend.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna roll 2d20. Not doing it physically. Thank God I had advantage. You said this was investigation? Yes?
I can't remember. What is it that you get? It's one of your blood hunter ones. that
Multiple.
It's,
Investigation, history, arcana.
yeah, so whatever you
nature,
want. I would say
religion.
I would say history, since you're trying to recall information about it.
In that case, 13. Not very good.
I'd say that you don't think that this would have vulnerabilities to radiant damage.
Oh, okay. Just so you know, chat, rolled another nat 1, just in case you were curious. I don't know what the fuck is happening. Like, I have seen more nat 1s today than I have in any other session combined.
That's
It's like they're all this session. All right. I guess in that case, he'll just cast Sacred Flame on it.
okay. Is that a saving throw or
It's a saving throw, just so that we're not rolling attacks, because I don't fucking know what's going on, but I truly cannot roll a decent attack. So fuck it, they have to roll.
Okay. What is the DC?
14 dex.
They succeed with an 18.
God damn it. Brother, nothing is hitting today. Nothing's happening.
Yeah,
We're just staring at each other.
It's like floating above your head. He's laughing at you. You're in love with your sword.
Getting fucking sick of these guys.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to climb over to where Ambrose is at and fucking swing on this thing.
Okay. Because you will be starting your turn within 5 feet of it, you will also take that poison damage, but again, because of your shirt, it is negated. So just note that you have lost 2 points of poison damage on your shirt, since it can only take 25 total.
Okay. Roll that attack.
I know I'm not playing combat music. I just feel like it's mean at this point.
Maybe I just shouldn't play right now. Maybe, you know what? Maybe it would honestly be more effective if I just left the room.
I don't know about that.
Does an 8 hit? What is happening?
No. You could use your good luck charm to give yourself advantage.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
It's not like it's gonna hit anyway.
Rip. I'm sorry.
I like this is like some kind of cosmic bit. Like, what is happening?
Back to top of the order is Ambrose.
All right, chef, give me a fucking a shocking grasp.
Okay.
Come on, roll something higher than a 10. Come on.
Here, I'll roll from now on. How about that?
Does a 12 hit?
12,
I don't know what's going on, dude.
12 does
I
not
like
hit.
I wish I could show you guys my logs. It's just like a 7, a 3, a 2, a 1.
I'm
It's like,
sorry, dude. That really
what is
sucks.
going on?
Today's
I have rolled above a 10 twice.
Today is Ben's no good, terrible, really bad day.
It's the worst.
I'm sorry.
We need karmic dice for real.
Yeah. Neve's turn?
Is it Neve's turn?
It is Neve's turn, yes.
I don't know if it is.
It is.
She might not do anything.
Well, just because she might not do anything doesn't mean it's not her turn.
She's gonna try another fucking primal savagery. Or maybe she'll just run her fingers through her hair.
I
She
rolled
did. Oh,
And it hit. So you're welcome.
okay. Because I rolled a 3.
Okay. I rolled for her. She hit. Roll damage.
I'm not even using the real dice anymore. I'm using the fucking roll. It's stupid.
Yeah.
It's stupid. It's
I
dumb.
know.
All
It's okay.
right.
Roll.
The D10 acid.
Okay. I'll do that for her.
Oh my god.
Oh, did you roll? I was gonna roll for her damage as well.
Yeah. You know what? Actually, yeah. You roll.
Okay.
Yeah. That was the plan from the beginning. I definitely didn't just roll and fucking roll a 1.
That is she did 5 acid damage. It is critical.
It's like insult to injury that these things are so fucking easy to kill, and we
Yeah.
can't fucking kill them.
Yeah.
Like, this is actually, it's kind of pissing me off.
Yeah. I really didn't think this was gonna take this long. But that's okay. It's its turn now. Unless Neve has any bonus actions.
I'm not gonna wild shape for this.
Okay. It's gonna go ahead and shoot 2 more arrows.
Imagine we die to an imp. After all the adventures we go on, this fucking imp just slaughters us because no one can hit it for 20 rounds, and it just slowly whittles us down to 0 HP.
Neve takes 8 piercing damage. And fails her wisdom save. So she gets shot in the shoulder with an arrow in the shape of a broken heart. And she goes, "Oh, fuck." And then fails the wisdom save and just starts profusely weeping. And she is incapacitated for the next minute. But,
That'll basically be the exact same as if she was never affected, because nothing's ever gonna hit.
But at the end of each of her turns, she can attempt to make the saving throw again. So she's incapacitated until the end of her next turn.
Should I re-roll my wisdom save for Ailstain?
Yes, actually. Well, no. It was just you were just charmed until the end of your next turn.
Oh, okay. All right.
Now it is Cause's turn.
It sure is, isn't it?
Yep.
Let's toll the dead, huh?
Okay. Sure.
Make a wisdom saving throw for me.
14?
That succeeds. So nothing happens.
Well. Hey, do you want to borrow my dice?
What if my head just exploded on stream right now? What if my like skull just split open in front of you all right now? What if that happened? That'd be crazy, huh?
Oh wait.
All right.
Hold on.
What?
It got a 13. It had a -1 to wisdom. I thought it was a plus.
Oh. Wait, so then it got a 12?
No, it got a 13.
Because if it got a 14, but you added 1, then but you subtract 1 now, it would actually be a 12.
You're right. I rolled a 13.
Okay. In
I know
that
how
case,
to do math.
take 1d8 necrotic.
Okay. Do you want to roll the d8?
You roll that d8.
Okay.
I'm not touching it.
All right.
I'm passing it off to you. Actually, no. If it's
7.
critical, it takes 1d12. Actually, 1d12.
1d12. It explodes. Its whole body vibrates at the sound of a bell toll. It goes, poof, and the blood splatters all across the walls.
I think Ailstain walks back to the front of the ship, and he just sits down and he says, "We never talk about this, okay?"
Neve is still profusely crying, as it has not been a minute yet. And she is sobbing like somebody murdered her family. Her makeup is running. She's got like black makeup all down her face. And Kaz is just staring into the middle distance like he's not of this world any longer. And Ambrose just like sits in the boat and he puts his head in his hands and he just doesn't say anything.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and can we just take a short rest here?
Yeah, if you anchor your boat, sure, you can all have a long rest or a short rest, not a long rest.
Perfect. Time to short rest. Let me take some fucking D10s and get my goddamn health back.
That is so fucking...
Uh,
That's so funny how horrible that was.
I think we're all at max. We should be good to go.
Yeah, everyone expends their hit die to regain some of their hit points. Everyone is back to max. And
I will have to use a bonus action to reactivate my Crimson Right, but that's it.
yes. All right. You all take a couple of minutes to just fucking chill out. Neve wipes the makeup off her face. And she looks at you like, if you ever tell anybody that I cried, I will gut you from navel to sternum.
Says, I mean, did you not hear? We never talk in this room. Everything that happened in this room, it never happened, actually. We're never going to talk about this.
I think this is funnier because all of you can only see each other through the light of her sickle. So it's just kind of like really dark in here with just like one light source in the middle of the boat. And all of you are just like, don't talk to me.
It's crazy, guys, that we just lost about an hour of time and we have no idea what happened in that hour.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. All right, moving on.
Okay, great. Perfect. So you depart this second to last chamber, and as you round the corner, you hear a waterfall.
And then we fail a DC 2 dexterity saving throw and fall into the water and die. And the adventure's over. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I think I'm going to play this playlist instead for a second. Sorry, I've got several things to do first. Oh, that's loud. Okay. Oh, motherfucker. Alright, give me just a second. Honestly, I feel like this is the playlist I should have been playing the entire time we were in here, but it's fine. Alright. Yes, you approach the end of this chamber, and at the entrance to the new chamber is a 10-foot drop. Everybody give me an athletics check.
Oh, don't make me roll a D20.
Oh, wait. No, I'm so sorry. Just kidding. Just kidding. No check. No check. No check.
No, we can do
Just
the
kidding.
check.
No. There's actually no checks. I read it wrong. That was if you were trying to climb. If you're trying to climb up the waterfall, there's a check, but not when you're going down it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, your boat descends 10 feet down a waterfall into this last chamber.
So it's a save.
No, it's not a save.
Oh, okay.
No harm comes to you.
I have D20 based trauma right now.
Yeah, I can tell. All right.
I'm genuinely perplexed by how this is fucking. I'm gonna use Google next. That's gonna be what I roll with from now on, because clearly my dice and D&D Beyond are both cursed.
All right.
Like, this is a statistical anomaly. I don't know how this is happening.
Yeah, I truly don't know either. All right, God, you descend into the largest and final chamber of the Tunnel of Love. You see...
Ew, is that Cicero?
That is Cicero. You see the
Ew.
walls flutter with pulsing veins, bright red against deeper red membranes. The air is heavy with the stench of iron and smoke, and the water here is redder and thicker. Despite the warm red light that spills out over the room, the space feels heavy and gloomy. The thump of a monstrously large heartbeat echoes with a dull, hollow sound around the chamber. A swan boat, rotting and wrecked, sits on a quivering mound of gritty muscle. Its seats have been reduced to splinters and ash. You see Cicero, one hand wrapped around the swan's wooden throat as if throttling it. His head whips around at the splash of your boat entering the chamber, and the black mist that swirls around him billows in waves of rage at your approach. This chamber is octagonal, 50 feet long, 50 feet wide. The water forms about a 15-foot diameter in the pool in the center before it pours away down a rushing waterfall that exits this room. The pool appears to be about 10 feet deep, and the chamber is dimly lit, but there is light. You see Cicero in his
We
sort
anchor
of...
our boat so we don't leave the room.
Okay, you anchor your boat. You see Cicero, a face of rage and despair, turns to you as you enter his chamber. So, here you are again. Back for seconds, I presume. I suppose this is
All right.
all very funny to you. Leave me be.
All right. What's your beef?
You see, he turns his, you cannot see his face as there is a plate that covers his eyes, but his head tilts in your direction. He says, "It's all gone. He even took my broken chair."
Oh my god, so so Heckna's not quite as stupid as I thought he was. He did in fact come back for the chair, and it's not here no more, huh?
He says, he barged in probably, half an hour ago. He took the remains of my throne. I feel adrift. I am no longer really here, if I ever was. What has he done to me?
I'm just gonna unanchor the boat real quick.
Okay, great.
Here.
You see the water rises at the exit and cuts off your...
Oh yeah, see, we
exit.
was just passing through, pal. Sorry, we didn't mean to cause you no trouble. We loved what you done with the place.
You see that he turns to you. Why have you come here? To mock me?
No, to kill Heckna.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh my god. I was like, I'll roll with my d20 one more time, and I got a 17.
Nice.
Jesus Christ.
You see that the rage seems to pause for a moment as he considers you and your words. It is not quelled, but it is a brief respite from it, momentary. See that he speaks kind of like he's just talking to himself, though it could be also kind of seems like he's maybe talking to you. You're not really sure. But he says, I believed I had him. I watched life depart from his eyes, as hard as it was to witness. I saw his body destroyed. For a moment, just a moment, the sky, the stars, and the moon itself dripped red with blood. But then I saw him anew, drawing himself out from his woe-begotten pets. How could I have been so naive? As long as Snout and Myrmidon live on, so does he.
Okay, yeah. So let me just jot that down really quick. Okay, yeah, we gotta kill the pets too. Okay, got it. Underlined.
You see that he turns to you, and though you cannot see his eyes, you feel as though he would have a sorrowful gaze. He says, I was one of the first, you know. I even knew him before he created the Revelia. Our paths had crossed, two travelers in the night. He made me laugh, and when he asked me to join his carnival, I wanted nothing more. And he lets out a sigh of anger and sadness and frustration. He says, You wish to kill Hecna. You would not be the first. And I would not doubt if you were not the last.
Says, oh, no. You misunderstand. I will be the last. So, okay, listen. I'm not to disparage your skills or nothing. I mean, I'm sure you did a great job, but at the end of the day, you have a pest, you call the pest control experts. You know, you want to call an expert for this kind of thing. And I'm an expert in killing monsters.
An expert, you say? We shall see. You see that he sort of floats back and forth along the edge of the pool. He says, Hecna dislikes talking about his former mentor, Otto. In fact, Hecna dislikes remembering the days before the Revelia period. He felt forced to keep his magic under wraps. It is painful to him to remember what life was like before this. Perhaps he sees his old attachments as weakness, or perhaps he feels shame for what he has become. I do not doubt it was difficult for him to restrain his powers and ambitions before he seized the carnival for his own. If you intend to kill him, you will need to enter the funhouse. A dangerous place. Confusing, labyrinthine construction. There are some rooms that even his lieutenants are not allowed to venture into, such as his private chambers. But I was different.
Cheese room.
He says the cheese room. He says, yes, Hecna's favorite room, the cheese room. He kept it from me.
Says, oh, well, I've been in there. Wasn't a whole lot to look at.
He says, my favorite cheese is Gouda.
Says, honestly, not that much cheese in there.
Not that much?
Yeah, he's just being an asshole.
How is that possible?
Kind of lackluster cheese room.
I don't know how this could be possible. my beloved cheese room. You see that he says, I was different from the other lieutenants. Or at least I believed myself to be different. I was allowed few times into Hecna's room. There he keeps.
Damn, that's crazy, dude. Just telling us he lit you in his bedroom, dude. That's crazy. Sorry.
You see, he says, he keeps in his chambers. I saw the wagon Hecna used to live in when he was part of the traveling circus. I'm not entirely sure why he has kept it when he is so scornful of his previous life. Perhaps shame. A reminder of what he was to keep him building the Revelia. Perhaps there is something human left in him after all. But it changes nothing.
Sure hope so. Humans are a lot easier to kill than monsters.
He laughs very bitterly and he says, "Make no mistake. Hecna is a monster. And you will need to kill him like one all the same. If you even can." You see that he...
I'll get back to you with a quote.
You see that he kind of like... You see that he, though you cannot see his eyes, seems to be assessing you. He says, "He came here. He took my throne. He tethers me to this place, and now I don't know. I feel the weight of my mortality. He must be intentionally causing me pain in this way. If you are going to kill Hecna, you will need to destroy this place, and to destroy this place, you must end me as well.
Wait, what? Why?
Because I will not let you leave.
What? Why? What's your beef?
I suffer. So must you.
Whoa, now hang on. Ask yourself, why did Hecna come in here and take your throne?
I care not for his reasons.
No, think about it. Come on. Use your noodle.
His actions are what speak.
He's afraid, Cicero. He's afraid, and he's gathering all objects of power that he has. He knows his days are numbered.
It does not matter. He might be afraid. He has been afraid before. In fact, I fear that is all he is now, is fear. His anxiety consumes him, drives him to do unspeakable things in the name of prolonging and keeping the power that slips from his grasp. It is not even his. Granted to him. And they will take it away just as easily as it was given.
Who granted it?
I know not.
Listen, you don't get anything out of attacking us.
I do not want to be here any longer. For centuries,
Okay.
I have been tethered to this place, and now I am unbound, and it is agonizing. If you wish to kill Hecna, prove to me you are strong enough. Set me free. Release me from this hell, and maybe you are strong enough to kill him as well.
I mean, if you want to die, like, we could do like assisted suicide or whatever, but like, I really don't get what you're getting out of attacking us like this. So like, we could just leave you alive, and then like when we kill Hector, you get to see that he's dead. Like,
You see
it
that
seems
the lights lower. Spotlights light in this room. And he says,
I'm gonna be honest with you, pal. Out of all the villains I've faced today, I think your motivations are the most unhinged.
You see, he says, come now. Won't you help me finish this with a final show? I was Master of Ceremonies, after all. Perhaps...
No, I'm just gonna feel weird killing you.
Perhaps...
But, all right.
He says, perhaps you will be the one to end my suffering. Or I will be the one to institute yours.
Just gonna kind of feel bad. I'm gonna like... okay.
You see Technicolor lights appear throughout the room as like kind of like a like a really catchy, like uplifting, like battle music starts to play.
All we did over the break was roll initiative, so.
Yes. So your boat is anchored. All of this fleshy, veiny stuff is solid, so you are free to step onto that. But the rest of this is water, or, you know, a thick viscous liquid.
Blood.
All right. Top of the order. That is Neve.
Okay. Neve. Honestly, I feel like we should not be in the boat. I feel like that is... I have no control over Neve. I can control Ambrose and Kaz and Ailstain, but I can't control Neve.
Okay.
But I want her to move onto the fleshy shit to the southeast of her.
Okay. The southeast of her.
Yes.
So here?
Sure.
Is that where you want it?
Yeah, that works.
All right, then.
And
her
then she can cast. I think she's gonna go into Starry Form Archer, I guess.
Okay.
As her bonus action. Or no, that's a bonus action to go into that, I believe, right? Or no, wild shaping is an action, and then she gets a bonus action from that, so she can throw an arrow at him.
Correct.
So then that's a D8 plus 4. Let me roll that.
You have to roll to hit.
You're right. You're right. I do have to do that, don't I?
Would be cool if it was an auto hit, like Magic Missile, but unfortunately.
Yeah. I guess that's just like a standard spell attack, I assume. She rolls. All right. I guess I'll trust D&D Beyond on that. That was a 16 to hit.
Okay. That just hits.
Hell yeah. It like landed cocked, but it said that it was a 16 total.
Okay.
So I was like, all right.
No worries.
I'm very curious how their like physical like dice rolls work. But anyway. Okay, so she hit.
Yep.
So that's a D8 plus 4. Rolled a 8. Oh, max plus 4, so that's 12. 12. What type of damage? Radiant damage.
Perfect. That is very good for you. Yeah, he takes that fucking damage and he is not happy about it. Give me a wisdom saving throw for Neve.
Okay. I keep having to go back to my sheet to roll anything. That's why it's taking me a minute.
It's okay.
Oh my god, a nat 20!
Woo!
Let's go! First nat 20!
That is not only great for you because you finally rolled well and you finally got a crit, that is really, really good for her because I'm going to tell you something. You really don't want to fail this saving throw. So
Does that
that's
happen
great.
anytime we attack him?
It happens when you start your turn within 60 feet of him. So at the start of all of your turns, forever until the end of this fight.
Okay. That sucks. All right.
It's not fun, and it's not supposed to be fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm telling y'all, we might die here because that might be the last time I roll well.
All right. So, you do that damage, and he is not happy about it. Let's see. He is also... actually, he'll wait. All right. Next up is Ailstain.
Huh?
Next up is
What?
Ailstain.
He's skipping his turn?
No. I was debating doing something else, but it's not his turn yet.
Oh, like a lair action or something. I bet he has lair actions and legendary actions.
It is Ailstain's turn.
This is gonna suck. Can I do I feel like he's like an undead or something? I feel like he would maybe be an undead.
Oh yeah, you're getting strong undeath from this dude. He's got a cavity where his heart was. That's just teeth.
Okay. So then I ask because protection from good and evil, or evil and good, should work on him. I'm gonna bonus action, activate Crimson Ray, move up to him.
Okay.
And cast protection from evil and good on myself.
Okay.
As my action.
And what does that do again?
He now cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed by any creature of that type, so undead.
Okay.
And then they also have disadvantage on attack rolls against him.
Okay, good to know.
And then I need to roll quick damage to activate my Crimson Ray. Hell yeah, dude. Finally, the low rolls help me. 1 damage.
Nice. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. I'm gonna roll on the old Google. 15?
15 succeeds. Luckily.
Wait, is that like a roll to be charmed or something though?
No. Tis
Okay.
not. All right.
Like I also can't be frightened
I'm aware. It's not any of those things that you listed.
or possessed.
It's not that either.
All right, so we know it's not charming, frightening, or possessing.
All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I did my action and bonus action.
All right. That is... and you didn't target him for anything. That is Kaz's turn.
Damn, how bad did he roll? Kaz rolled like a 6 or something, didn't he?
Yeah, Cicero rolled really bad.
Thank God. At least you're rolling bad sometimes too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want Kaz up there too, dude.
Mhm.
Let's see, 5, 10, 15. If he stands here, is he in the blood?
Where? No, that's... I'll say that's mostly on land, yeah.
Okay, then he can sidestep then and get here and be like not in the water.
Yeah.
That's good. He's gonna get there. He's going to I think we want to get a spiritual weapon active, which that's a bonus action. So he's gonna bonus action summon a spiritual weapon.
Okay.
And then he gets to do a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon. So he's gonna spawn the weapon floating in the space directly south of Cicero.
Okay.
And he's gonna swing that attack. You're never gonna believe this. Nat 1, baby.
Ooh.
Like, what is happening? Like, I'm 3 different platforms now. I've rolled real dice. I have rolled D&D Beyond dice. I have rolled Google dice. Everything is giving me nat 1s.
Yeah.
I'm losing my mind.
Really not your day, dude. That sucks.
I need to, like, I don't know, play the lottery after this because there's clearly some statistical anomalies going on.
Yeah.
Like,
Ooh.
okay,
oh.
so that's just the bonus action.
Okay. Let me.
He did cast a spell, so he can't cast a spell.
Right.
Can we say on his way over, he fucking shot at him with a pistol?
Sure.
Just so that he doesn't have disadvantage because he's threatened by him.
Sure.
All right, that's a D10 plus 2. Okay. All right, well, if I hit, but it's better than a melee attack. He's not very good with melee. This cause. Oh my god.
He's a spellcaster.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say a 12 doesn't hit.
A 12 does not hit.
Yeah, I thought so.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, it makes sense. It probably wouldn't hit on a boss, would it?
Yeah.
Goddamn, bro, this sucks.
I'm sorry.
Nothing is ever gonna hit. We're gonna die here, guys. We're gonna die here. He hasn't even used any legendary actions. He's or resistances.
And
he's just not gonna die.
And I hate to do this to you. Give me a wisdom saving throw for cause.
Can you roll it?
Yeah.
You roll the d20. I don't want to touch the roll.
Cause does not succeed.
Oh my god.
Cause is cursed. Whenever he damages Cicero with an attack, he takes psychic damage equal to half of the damage dealt.
With a melee attack or with a spell attack?
Whenever he does damage.
Does it say specifically with an attack?
No. Well, what does it say?
Because if it says with an attack, then there are spells that don't count as attacks that do damage.
I'm gonna do purple for curse. Fuck, let me open it again. Sorry, I was marking cause as cursed. Whenever a cursed creature does damages Cicero with an attack. So yes, if it is not specified as an attack, then perhaps that is a loophole.
Because again, does that include saves? Like if we cast something, does that count? I don't know if that counts in that wording.
I would say
It
that
probably does. I'm probably being pedantic, but
honestly, save is, yeah, if it's listed as an attack, like under your like actions, then yes, I would say it is an attack.
Well, what I'm saying is like attack roll versus save.
With an attack, yeah, it just says with an attack. I feel like they would have specified with an attack. So I'll say if it's a save, then you can get around it that way.
Okay. I don't know why I even bothered asking, because frankly, all of the ones that he has that are saves are not damage-doing spells anyway, except for cantrips. God damn it. All right, that's fine. Is it Cicero's shit now?
It is Ambrose's turn.
What the fuck? Did he roll a 1?
He rolled a 3.
God damn. Okay. All right, Ambrose, you gotta do something for us here, buddy. You gotta make something happen. You gotta make something happen. None of us were able to make something happen. I need you to make something happen, buddy. So here's the thing. I'm like, maybe Dissonant Whispers, but I don't know if that would work.
Why wouldn't it work?
Because I don't know. I guess it does. It's not literally fear. I don't know what it counts as. Because Dissonant Whispers is what makes you run away. But it isn't literally called fear. But usually undead are resistant to like fear.
I would say that's probably like some type of charmed.
Mm-hmm. And he's probably also resistant to that. If we look at like the walls of this room, is it like all fleshy, or does it seem like it's like stone or something?
So like the previous chamber, this wall is like, it seems thick and membranous, but it seems like it is machinery with lifelike viscera on top of it. It is not stone.
Does it seem like there's any way that we could cast Shatter on the ceiling of this room and cause some shit to fall on him? Like if there's like machinery in there, can we shatter
It's
that
like-
machinery? And
Imagine if there was a wall of metal, behind that wall was a bunch of machinery, and in front of the wall on your side is a bunch of like thick, rubbery shit. I'm not
Okay.
certain you could break through.
So
the
that's a
metal
no.
wall.
All right. I mean, might as well cast Dissonant Whispers on him.
Okay.
Like, there's fucking Ambrose does not have much to work with here. Also, the music stopped. Did it stop? It stopped for me.
It's still going for me. Let me turn.
Oh,
it
weird.
on. Oh wait.
Let's do a level 2 Dissonant Whispers.
Okay. Is that a save? What is
That is a save.
Okay. What is the saving throw?
Wisdom
And what is the DC?
13.
He just makes it.
Yeah, that's okay. He'll take half damage then.
Okay. What type of damage is it?
Psychic.
All right. Perfect. Give me that damage.
10 plus nothing. 10 psychic damage.
Nice. He doesn't like that. He screams an undead wail of pain and despair.
Okay.
That is the end of Ambrose's turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's the only way we're gonna do damage is if we fucking hit him with saves. Because I can't fucking roll anything good.
Is Ambrose casting anything else as a bonus action?
Yeah, throw fucking... I guess we don't want Kaz doing direct attacks, so throw Ailstain, another Bardic.
Okay. Well, you didn't use your last one.
Yeah, I did.
When?
Remember, I rolled it, and I rolled a 2 on it or something, and it brought me up to like an 11.
Okay.
I can't remember what the numbers were, but it was
thought
fucking shitty, and
you
it...
didn't use it.
I wanted to send my fist careening through my own skull.
Okay, great. Yeah, no worries.
I remember it vividly.
Fantastic. I trust you. All right. You have Bardic Inspiration again. Does Ambrose move at all, or is he staying in the boat?
Yeah, I want him to move up here to be far away, but on the other side, so we don't have both casters on one side of the room.
Okay. Give me a wisdom saving throw for Ambrose.
Come on, Google. You said wisdom save, 15.
Perfect. That just saves.
Perfect.
Perfect.
I'm going with Google from now on, dude. I don't like that. It's the only one that gives me any chance of success.
Oh my god. Oh, why? Why is this one not going? Sorry, hold on.
God,
My
now
sound is broken.
Cicero's turn. He's gonna fucking hit us with the fucking Cicero fart, and it's gonna explode us all or something.
There we go. All right. It is Cicero's turn.
It's gonna be like a DC 20 deck save, and we're all gonna fucking explode if it fucking hits us.
You see that? How mean do I want to be with this?
You do you.
Okay.
Don't pull your punches.
Cicero, he turns to you and he bows, and then a spotlight alights on him, and he dons a top hat, and he makes a performance check. All of you give me a all of you must use your reactions to make a performance check as well.
What?
Ooh, he rolled a natural
Wait.
20.
Why? I don't understand. Why? What? Did he cast something on us?
So, yes, he is using an ability he has that is on recharge called Put on a Show. He
Okay.
is putting on a show. He's making a performance check, which he rolled a nat 20 on. All of you must use your reactions to make a performance check and participate in the show. You can
Well-
choose not to.
Okay, so he's not casting something on us.
You feel inclined to do this check, but it is not something you are being forced to do.
I see. Okay. Sure. Here, can you roll a couple of them? Because I have to do this by hand, clicking between tabs. Ailstein fucking rolled an 11 total.
Okay, that's good. That's really good
And-
for you.
Kaz rolled a. Oh, he doesn't get any bonuses, so he rolled a 14.
Okay. All of you succeed except for Deve. So all of you,
Wait, Ailstein succeeded?
yes. You had to succeed by more. You couldn't. If you chose to participate, you couldn't fail by more than 10. He rolled a natural 20, you rolled an 11, so you succeeded. Neve rolled a 6, so she failed and is stunned until her next turn.
Wait, if we chose to participate, what happens if we don't?
Then you would have been stunned until the end of your next turn.
Oh, okay. It's just like failing it. Okay.
Yeah. So Neve is stunned until the end of her next turn.
It's all right. It's not like she was going to be able to do anything anyway.
Okay.
It's not like any of us are going to be able to do anything anyway.
I don't know what I should use for stunned.
I usually did like a little lightning bolt or like a little net on the guy.
Yeah, I'll do.
They have weird pictures on fucking
They sure do.
Roll20.
All right. And that is Cicero's action. Top of the order is Neve, who is stunned. And so it is Ailstein.
Does she have to make that save?
No, it's she's just stunned until the end of her next turn. So she is now not stunned anymore. but
I really shouldn't be bringing this up. I shouldn't be doing this to myself, but I meant the save for being within 60 feet of him.
you're right. And she was stunned, so she automatically failed.
No. That's not what stun means. That is not what stun means.
Oh, that's incapacitated.
They fail strength and dexterity saves, but that's it.
Okay. So then let me.
She can still succeed at wisdom just fine.
Okay. And she did just succeed her wisdom save. So yes, Neve is fine.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you for reminding me.
She's just disoriented. She's not stupid now.
Yeah, she's like, she tried, like, all of you did, like, participated in his performance in a way, and Neve tried to, and, like, slipped on some gore on the floor, and he was like, wrong, and she, like, got stunned. Perfect, but now she's fine.
I think the performance that the three of us did up here was we did the "you've got bugs in your bush." I think Ailstain led with that, and then Kaz and Ambrose, like, he like looks at them to like, you should do this too, and they were like, "Oh, you got bugs in your bush."
That TikTok is so fucking funny.
That was our performance.
Fantastic. Well, you succeeded.
I feel like no one is getting the bit. It's literally just a dude like that it's a TikTok where like it came across my feed and the dude just opens with, "You got bugs in your bush." Oh, it was such a visceral ugh that it sent both of us into hysterics laughing at it.
I think it might have been an ad for like a pest control or something.
Yeah.
But it was really funny. So
it was so fucking funny because like he kept being like, "No one's gonna want to date you if you got bugs in your bush."
You gotta get rid of those bugs. Okay, anyway, you're fighting a scary guy.
And we succeeded at our saves, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that means he canonically has bugs in his bush. All right.
Okay, great. There are no bushes here.
Undead.
There's just gore,
What?
but okay.
No, his bush.
He doesn't have one.
But his genital bush.
Yeah, gone.
Does he not have a dick?
He's just a ghost down there. He's got no legs. His bottom half is all ghost.
I think he had bugs in there when he was alive.
Okay.
That's why this happened to him.
You can't have a bush if you don't have genitals.
Opal has a good point. When did he have time to shave?
There's no legs. It's just ghost.
That's why he's so miserable. Hecna put bugs in his bush.
Okay, great. Yeah, well, regardless, you still have to fight him. I'm so sorry. He's mad about the bugs.
Right, it would probably be Ailstain now, right?
Correct. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
What? But I got to attack.
That's true. Are you going to attack him?
No, I've just decided I'm gonna let him live. I decided, you know what? You can kill us.
Well,
23 to hit. Holy shit, finally.
And it's not just if you attack him. It's regardless, it's just if you start your turn within 60 feet of him.
No, yeah. No, I know. That's why I said we're just gonna let you kill us.
Okay. What did you get? Sorry, what just happened?
A 23 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
Hell yeah, it does. And then for damage, we do that's roll that again. Fucking reroll the 2. That is 11 slashing damage and 3 lightning damage. 14 total. if he's not resistant to any of that.
All right. How much of the was lightning damage?
3.
Okay, so that's 1. So what was your slashing damage?
Damn, he's resistant to lightning. That sucks. 11.
11. All right.
That sucks.
So 11 overall or 12?
11 plus 1. If the 3 was halved.
12.
Okay.
All right. He is not happy, but you know, he's definitely starting to look hurt. He's starting to look hurt.
Okay. Okay. That's his turn. So Kaz?
Yeah, it's Kaz's turns now. Yep. Oh, no, you need to give me your wisdom save.
Right.
This is like the 3rd time this fucking song has played. This goddamn playlist doesn't...
How do you feel about an 8, dude?
I feel great about
So-
it. You don't.
I'm so fucking sick of this. I'm
You
so sick
are.
of these rolls, dude. Like,
Fantastic. Hailstain is cursed.
I'm so thoroughly sick of these fucking rolls.
All right. You are purple. 4 cursed. Whenever you attack, let me see, does this end at all? Right, okay, so you're cursed until the start of your next turn. So Kaz is not cursed anymore. And you have just become cursed.
Okay.
All right. That is Kaz.
Wait, cursed until the start of your next turn? So the curse happens at the end of our turn, and then it goes away at the start of our next turn?
No, I think it's supposed to start at the beginning of your turn. I think that I just kept forgetting to mention it until after you had attacked. So that's on me.
I see. So am I supposed to have taken damage or something?
Did you attack him with a weapon? With an
Yeah,
attack? Yes.
Just now.
Oh yeah, you did 12.
Okay.
So take 6 damage.
Okay.
Correct. Thank you.
So then is Kaz also supposed to take
No, Kaz
damage? Oh no, Kaz didn't
yeah.
actually hit him. That's
didn't
right.
hit him.
Hey, you know, we can't hurt ourselves if we never hit anything.
That's true. That's true.
Irritating. All right.
I'm sorry.
All right, give me that fucking what is it? Sorry, I'm like clicking through these fucking sheets, dude.
It's okay. It's Ambrose's
Give me
turn.
that spiritual weapon bonus action.
No, it's Kaz's turn. That's right. Well, give me a wisdom save for Kaz first.
That is... Ooh, he's actually got really good wisdom. 15.
Okay. He is not cursed.
And then... Yes, give me that bonus action attack with the fucking spiritual weapon. Yes! Finally! D&D Beyond gives me a decent roll!
Nice.
18 plus 6. That's a 24 to hit, baby!
That hits. Should I be making the spiritual weapon roll as well? No, I think it says creatures, and a spiritual weapon's not a creature.
Yeah, no, it doesn't have any kind of consciousness, and it's only taking actions as a bonus action by Kaz.
That's true.
So that's an 11 damage total from the spiritual weapon, and then he's gonna cast.
What type of damage is that? Is it slashing?
I assumed it was radiant, but it might be slashing. Force damage, so there's no resistances to it.
Interesting. All right. 11, you said?
Mm-hmm. Typically, for those in chat who don't know, force, there are very rarely creatures that have resistances to force.
He is really starting not to look Great.
And then he's going to. Have you been marking their spell slots, by the way?
Nope.
Damn. Okay. So I'm pretty sure he cast 1 second level spell to get the spiritual weapon. And then he's gonna cast another one to do fucking level 2 guiding bolt.
Okay. Neve has used both her ones.
Free guiding bolts, yeah.
All right, and then Ambrose cast. I know Ambrose cast Dissonant Whispers twice, so that's 2 first levels.
Mm-hmm.
Or did he? Yeah. Okay, I think that's
24 to hit! Yes!
nice.
That's 224s, baby.
So wait, sorry, what's happening?
I cast a 2nd level guiding bolt on him and hit.
Okay. For how much damage?
So I'm working on it. Again, I'm a little bit fucking handicapped by the fact that I have to click back and forth between tabs right now.
I'm sorry.
It's 5d6. Let's roll those. That is a total of 24 damage of the radiant variety.
He is bloodied.
Is he vulnerable to radiant?
He doesn't seem to be taking extra damage.
Okay, so he's not.
And that was Ambrose who just attacked him?
No, that was Kaz with a guiding bolt.
As Kaz attacks him, Cicero turns and is going to use a reaction. Give me another wisdom saving throw from Kaz.
Okay.
Let me know what you get.
It's right. And we're right back down to it, huh? We're right back down to it. 9.
Okay. You see Cicero whirls on him. His weapon is this like bejeweled like baton, and he uses it kind of like a microphone. And he turns to him and he says,
and this little vampire is going to walk over there and lay down.
Now, Kaz does not feel compelled in any way to perform this action. It is just something that he says. As the person who is controlling Kaz, does Kaz do what Cicero has narrated?
He says, "You got bugs in your bush."
Okay, great. Fantastic.
And that's it.
But he does not do what Cicero has asked.
Nah, let's find out what happens if we don't. Maybe Kaz is about to explode. Yeah, it's gonna be like 20d4 damage or something.
Where the fuck did all my dice go?
Yeah, there it is. You know, in hindsight, probably should have laid down since we have the shirts, but I was like, you know, let's just see what happens. You know, like we haven't necessarily seen that anything bad happens.
Okay, not bad. He takes what kind of damage? He takes 12 psychic damage.
No, that's not so bad.
I
I feel like that's very in character for Kaz to not do that, though. So.
Yeah, true. He's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. What are you talking about? And then as a result goes, ugh. He's like bleeding out of his nose and like his ears a little bit. And he's like, oh, okay. Oh, I wish I had laid down.
Yeah, I mean, we should with the shirts, but oh well.
All right. So that is the end of Kaz's turn. 'Tis Ambrose's turn.
Ambrose, what do you got going on here, pal? Maybe some fucking hideous laughter, huh?
Okay.
Maybe Ambrose tells a really funny joke.
Okay.
Ambrose, yeah, give me that wisdom save.
Oh god, hold on, double music. Okay. 18.
Fuck. All right, well, nothing happens.
Okay.
He says you got bugs in your bush again, and nothing happens.
He goes, I do not have a bush, nor do I have bugs.
When do you shave?
I do not have a penis.
Hey, this guy doesn't have a penis.
Okay.
Oh,
Ambrose needs to give me a wisdom, or yeah, wisdom save.
Oh yeah. That is a thing that he has to do, isn't it? What if I just said no? What if I just didn't do it, huh?
Well, then I would roll it, bitch.
He rolled an 8. I mean, it's not like it matters, actually, now that I think about it, because technically he didn't roll an attack.
Yeah.
He just tried to make him laugh.
He does not take any damage. Honestly, I'm not even. Honestly, I'm not even gonna mark him because he didn't do any damage. All right, and that is back to Cicero. Well, first of all, let's see if he gets
I'm
his...
going to explode your penis for saying that.
He does get his attack back.
Thought you were gonna say he does explode your penis.
He does explode your penis. He turns around, he laser focuses on your penis, and it goes.
But it's like a JPEG explosion on my groin.
Yes. Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, that one. Let's see. I'm going to roll a weapon attack. That does hit. He turns around. He grabs Kaz by the neck.
Oh. Kinky.
He does. Where the fuck are all my dice? Oh, there they are. He does. 16 necrotic damage to Kaz.
Okay.
And Kaz gets a natural 20 on his Constitution saving throw, so his hit point maximum is not reduced.
Oh. That's good.
Yes. Although Kaz is at 3 hit points currently. So really not doing well. Just in case anybody was wondering.
Yeah, that checks out.
I'd like to remind you of all of Kaz's abilities as a Grave Cleric against the undead. Just throwing that out there for you.
Yeah, I mean, he could do like turn undead on him and see if that works.
Also, you have the thingamajig and also the tombstone shield. Both things that negate damage or can deal them again.
Oh, I didn't get to read these before the stream because you added them in like right after. Let me read these.
Yeah, the thingamajig absorbs damage from an attack, and you can stores half the total damage done to you between the end of your turn and the start of your next turn. And then if you are hit, or when you hit on that turn, you can unleash the stored energy as lightning damage. And the tombstone shield, you can release the spirit inside to reduce damage by 1d10 plus 1. However, there is only one spirit inside at this time.
Shouldn't it have gotten 2 more spirits because of the imps that we killed?
That's a good point. Yeah, there.
Okay.
You see the names, Spindle and Bindle, etched onto the fucking shield.
All right. Yeah. Let's call forth Spindle and Bindle. What was the last name on it? The first name that came up?
The first name that was on the shield when Kaz found it is Otto.
Yeah, let's use Spindle and Bindle and reduce that damage by 2d10 plus 1.
All right.
Or, I guess, 2d10 plus 2.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll that.
That's going to be a good 12 damage reduction.
Perfect. So he only takes 3 damage. He is at 16 instead of 3.
It absorbs some of the energy of the attack and stores it for later use. The thingamajig stores half of the total damage done to you between the end of your turn and the start of your next turn. During your turn, on a successful melee or ranged attack, you can unleash the stored energy as lightning damage. Oh, not very useful here.
Unfortunately. But the tombstone shield.
Yeah, that's a good point. I honestly, yeah, I didn't remember we had that because again, we added it moments before the stream.
That's all right. I'm here to remind you.
Honestly, though, turn undead is not all that useful since it has to use an action. And honestly, we just need to be fucking wailing on this dude. And the minute someone wails on him, he'll fucking break it anyway. So you can see within 30 feet of you until the next turn. Next time you are now layers, we might path to the grave his ass.
Well, Kaz just used... Was that a reaction? Path of the Grave.
Was what a reaction?
Or the Tombstone Shield. Yeah, that was a reaction. So yes. Cool. So yes, you still have your action and bonus action.
Well, his turn's over, right? Kaz. I think we're on to Ambrose.
What did he do?
Because he attacked him and Cicero did his reaction to make him lay down, but he didn't.
You're correct.
Actually, no. Cicero just took his turn, so it's Neve's turn.
No. Cicero just did a reaction. Oh,
well,
no.
He did a reaction to do that,
No,
but then he
right.
also attacked him.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're correct. It is.
He just
Neve's.
wailed on him and almost killed him.
It is.
God damn it! There's too much shit going on.
There's too much stuff.
This is what happens when you have 2 people controlling 5 independently very magical characters.
Yes. Give me a wisdom saving throw for Neve.
Okay. Uh, 14.
That just succeeds.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me her action.
What's Kaz sitting at health-wise?
16.
Not great.
Not great.
I think she can throw those arrows as a bonus action after casting a spell, I think, right? Because it's not a spell. It makes a spell attack, but it's not a spell.
Yeah, it's not a spell. It's a feature, class feature.
Yeah, so I think she's gonna do a 2nd level healing word on on Kaz.
All right. Do you want to roll that
Doing it right now.
God.
19. It's kind of hard to roll poorly on a D4.
He healed 19 points?
Yeah.
That's
As a 2nd level healing word?
That's
yes.
crazy. All right. He is back to full health.
I got 3 4s and a 3.
That's pretty wild, bruv. All right.
So he should be at max health now.
He is healed up to max, and she still has her bonus action if she wants to do her starry arrow.
Freaking chuck that arrow, dude.
All right.
Uh,
Her spectral
Be
form.
safe.
She summons her spectral bow, pulls that arrow out of the
24.
constellation. Oh yeah, hits. She aims right for the hole in his chest.
well, it goes right through and doesn't hit him.
Well, it doesn't come through the other side.
Fuck, I always lose where it is on the sheet because it's like not an action. It's like a separate little thing. It's a D8 plus 4 radiant damage. So let me roll that really quick. I'm clicking through so many sheets right now, yo. Oh my god, an 8!
Nice.
That's a 12 damage.
Nice. All right.
It radiated, idiot.
Yeah, he is really starting to look fucked up. He is. Like, he already didn't look...
Bloodied?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, he's been past bloodied. Yes.
Oh, okay. Maybe we will survive this.
Yeah. Honestly, this is going way better than I thought it was going to go.
It really?
Yeah.
I've gotten so many bad rolls.
Well, yeah, but, like, he hasn't done a ton of damage to you.
You're like, I've also been rolling bad.
Like, you've been succeeding your saving throws.
We're all rolling bad right now, and so it's just a war of attrition.
All right, that is Neve's turn. Ailstain, give me your wisdom saving throw.
Come on, wisdom. 14.
14 succeeds.
Okay. Phew. Not like I wasn't gonna hit him anyway, but all right. Come on, give me that. Net 20, baby! 25 to hit.
Nice, nice.
Give me that 25.
That certainly hits.
All right. We're fucking back in it, dude.
Nice.
We're looking at fucking hang on. Why did it roll multiple dice? That was weird. 5 and 2, re-roll the 2. I think, yeah, that means the 4 and the 3 was better, and then plus 3. Fuck, this isn't the way I normally do it, but that's 10 slashing damage plus 1 lightning damage, which half is 0. So
Cool.
no
So
lightning
10.
damage.
All right. He is critical. But he does turn
All
to
right.
you and grab you by the throat.
What? You didn't even have to attack?
It's a or no, sorry, he doesn't grab you by the throat. He does his reaction. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 22, brother.
Oh my god, yeah, no, you're totally fine. He tries to get you, but you are fine.
I finally rolled a 19, dude. Holy shit. Oh my god. Have I broken the curse finally?
Maybe.
I don't want to say anymore because maybe I haven't.
Don't jinx yourself.
Yeah, I guess that's it. I was gonna see if there was anything else I could do, but the only thing I could do is roll with advantage to try and do a crit, but that's not worth it. I have not rolled enough d20s. Oh wait, that was a d20. He took 20 damage, not 10.
Oh.
Yeah, 20 slashing damage, because it was a fucking nat 20.
Okay. Noted.
Is he like super critical now? I also think that
You could say that.
he probably took 1 lightning damage then, right? Because it gets doubled to 2 and then halved to 1.
So how do you want to do this?
He was on 1 HP.
He had 21 health left.
Oh, okay. Damn. All right. Fuck. Literally just enough. Thank God I remembered to double the lightning damage too, dude.
That's crazy, bro. Well, that went that went by so much quicker than I thought it was going to. That's crazy. But
Interesting.
let me know. How do you end it?
I think he just he looks him in the eyes as he gets ready to like do like one final swipe, and he says,
It didn't have to be like this, man.
and he does a quick spin attack and fucking cleaves him like diagonally from his right shoulder to his left hip.
All right. You slice him in two.
Hell of a way to end a fight where I was rolling nothing but nat 1s and like 3s and 4s to
Yeah.
end it with a crit.
That's crazy. You cleave this man in twain, and he falls to the floor. Blood begins to ooze from every pore. His iron mask cracks, revealing two strikingly human brown eyes that shine with fear.
Interesting. Maybe I won't do what I was about to do. I was about to do something very disrespectful.
You see that the cavity in his chest begins to pour with blood, and the entire tunnel shakes, thumping wildly for a minute, as if you are indeed inside a rapidly beating heart. Give me all of you give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Is he like, so he has like fear in his eyes. Does it seem like we snapped him out of something?
Seems like he's finally getting the death that was deprived from him, and perhaps he is afraid of it
Okay.
after all.
I see. So it's not that he's like snapped out of it. It's just that he doesn't want to die.
Yeah.
So dex save. That's a fucking nat 20 again. What the fuck?
Nice.
Nat 20 plus 4 for Ailstain.
Nice.
Now all the 20s come out, dude.
Yeah.
Ambrose is not so lucky. He got a 6.
Okay.
Kaz gets a, hang on, it landed behind the meter. He gets a 7.
Okay.
And Neve gets a
The ad started.
19.
Okay. We're gonna run the ad and then find out what happens
Right.
after that. So, Cicero lie before you. His mask cracked, showing his intensely human eyes. His chest cavity bleeding, the tunnel of love shaking. All of you, or no, Kaz and Ambrose fall prone on their backs as the cavern shakes. But Elstad and Neve manage to maintain their balance through the quakes. You see Cicero turns to you, meeting your eyes. He says, well, actually, sorry, this music is so loud for some reason. He says, so, this is what I have been seeking. What a lonesome, bitter ending I have earned. If you fight Hecna, when you fight Hecna, tell him I will be waiting.
Ooh, saucy. Are you gonna put on some cute lingerie for him?
Cicero withers, crumpling in on himself with a sudden geyser of blood which explodes all over all of you. The walls begin to drip with blood, withering and decaying, and the veins of the structure begin drying out. The remains of the river run through the exit, leaving an empty, sort of, what's that called? Crevice in its wake.
You know, now I kind of feel bad that I didn't disrespect him, because he definitely disrespected us with this fucking blood shit.
Yeah. You
Did
see,
it do poison damage to us?
it did not.
Oh, okay.
You see Ambrose walks over to Cicero's, like, decayed husk. And beside the ashes lay Cicero's jeweled baton. And you see Ambrose picks it up and kind of admires it. And he goes, I'm keeping this. And he tucks it away.
Oh, okay. Is it sparkly?
He says, yeah, it's sparkly. Also, it's, I think, he was a spellcaster, so maybe it'll be useful for me. I don't know. I'll figure it out later.
Yeah, it's because it's sparkly.
Mostly it's sparkly, yes. You see it from across the way, and he was like, what if I wanted it? And he goes, you got your own thing. This one's mine. All of you have gotten cool stuff since we've been here, and I've gotten nothing. This one's for me.
Yeah, you got the girlfriend sickle. Oh, sorry, ex-girlfriend
yeah,
sickle.
you see that she glares at you for saying that. All right. So the empty swan boats continue to arrive in this chamber, as the river is like quickly like exiting. But it is allowing you an exit through this place. You just need to hop in an empty one and ride it out.
All right. We do that.
Perfect. All of you exit from this place. We return back to the Dysmadium. You arrive back at the docks of the Tunnel of Love. The entire structure rumbling, shuddering, leaking blood. Eventually, the river dries out. People are running around screaming. And as you step onto the dock and turn around, you see the entire structure decay and wither and crumple into ash. And you see Kaz is like, well, that sucked.
So, what I'm confused by is that wasn't the whole thing that fucking Hekna can always just bring him back even if he dies? Like, wasn't that the whole thing?
He tied his existence to the Tunnel of Love and to the chair. And by removing the chair and deposing of Cicero, and the Tunnel of Love collapsed, his soul's kind of in limbo.
But isn't that the whole thing though, that he can bring anyone back who dies here?
He may be able to bring Cicero back, but possibly not before you depose of him. You're not sure the power it takes to
God damn, that'd be
that.
really funny if you brought him back.
That'd be crazy. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, so that whole thing you had us do, it was fucking pointless, and maybe you should have listened to me, and it's fucking pointless, Cicero. Maybe you should do a little less talking and a little more listening.
Perfect. Well, you are out of the Tunnel of Love. We are going to end the episode, but first, I will just say, for next time, you have leveled up to level 5.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah.
All of you. So next episode, all of you will be level 5. That will be very fun.
Big news, chat. That means we're getting an extra attack. Let's fucking go. Ailstain's gonna do even more damage.
Woo! After this, do you think that you will go long rest, or are there things you are going to do first? That is going to depend on if I end things now, or perhaps.
I
wait a
mean,
moment.
like, so what I'm stuck on is that we didn't actually do anything.
Yeah, you got rid of Cicero.
Like, we killed
but,
Cicero, but like
but the
we
chair
didn't
was not there.
accomplish what we set out to do.
You'll likely have to find the new whereabouts of the chair, or move on to another item until you find out where it is.
I mean, the chair is the only item that we need to look for that we don't know where it's at. There's also the unknown thing, but we don't know where that is. So it's like,
Perhaps the toy
It's
maker
like-
has new information.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. We probably would want to visit the toy maker, no?
Okay. Then we shall leave this episode here.